get a
All
recap.
right. Okay. Last session was session 11. We started the session with Alaric and her crew as we were about to engage a group of Kytine and Choldrith. Parties split up. So our group went north, Alaric's group went south. And it didn't look like it was going to be a particularly challenging fight, but it was going to take a while because there were a lot of bad guys around. But before we could even get too far into the violence of it, one of the Choldrith that we were fighting against saw outside of Vrisdan's clothing the amulet he wears, Lolth's grip, and noticing the amulet, the Choldrith and Vrisdan addressed each other in Undercommon, and with a little bit of negotiation while combat was still going on, managed to come to an agreement that we would all stop combat. It turned out that the Choldrith had been led to believe by the Fey branch house that Affin and her mother were doing the will of Lolth, and that's how they got the Kytine and Choldrith to join them. But when they saw the amulet on Vrisdan, Vrisdan was able to convince them that he is Lolth's herald and that they should be following him instead. So we managed to circumvent combat almost entirely, which was a huge help. After combat was set aside, the Choldrith told us about where Affin had escaped to. She went through a narrow passage a few days prior. And in addition to telling us where she had gone, the Choldrith gave us, among other things, shackles of... I gotta remember what they were called.
The shackles of binding.
Shackles of binding, yes, I have them in my inventory right here. I think they're in mine. Yeah, dimensional shackles, yes. Which we can use against enemies that would be teleporting, which I'm assuming will come in handy against Affin or her mother. And then additionally, a mace that Vrisdan is able to use, which should be good here in the Underdark. Goji quickly got herself accidentally locked in the shackles, but we managed to get a key from the Choldrith that was able to get her out. And then Vrisdan gave instructions to the remaining Choldrith and Kytine that they should survive and fight on against the machinations of Feybranch. So, our group and Alec's group went down the narrow passage, and after some traveling, we came to an intersection back where the Dwergar regularly patrol, near Gracklstug. And here, the trail for Affin Branchlet went cold because of the tracks from the Dwergar. So there was some consideration about what we should do next. Alaric's group seemed to be inclined to go back to Gracklstug, but our group had the thrill of pursuit in our veins. Vrisdan sat down and performed the augury spell using Lolth's grip, his amulet, as the magical item. And he was able to get a sense that going west would provide us some success in hunting down Affin Branchlet. So, all of both parties decided to continue going west. We traveled for about a day before we came to a side passage in the rock that's different from the rest of the passage. And Vrisdan was able to tell, based on his impression from the previous day during augury, that this was the direction to go to find Affin. Alaric and her group decided that they were going to go back to Gracklstug to replenish their supplies and to rest, because she didn't feel like her group was up to full confrontation at this point. But our group decided against that, and we said goodbye to Alec's group and let them go. We pressed on, though, with the idea being that we would at least scout out the area and take on what we could, but if it felt like it was a little bit too daunting for our group, we would hang back and wait for Alaric's group to come back. Scouting ahead, we found basically it seemed to be a giant fort underground. We encountered some mains outside the fort in a room that seemed to be used for storage because there were a whole bunch of weapons and armor for outfitting a small armed force. Presumably the drow were going to use for some kind of expedition. Our group managed to take out the mains that were guarding the storage room pretty quickly. Moving on, we found the fort in the Underdark. And we did some sneakery, which was pretty impressive given that two of our party are wearing pretty heavy armor. Managed to find, what was it, like a ledge or something, off to the left side of the fort that got us around to a window, which when we looked in the window, we were able to see some Choldrith and Kytine. Maybe it was just Kytine in that window. I don't remember exactly, in that room. But anyway, Goji was able to open the window, the group snuck in, and similar to our last encounter with Choldrith and Kytine, Vrisdan was able to talk to them and convince them that he was Lolth's herald and that they would be better served listening to us. So, we were able to use the Choldrith and Kytine as our allies, and we were able to get them to convince some of the drow that were in the fort that they needed to come where we were, lying in wait. So we were able to assault two of them, kill them pretty quickly, and then in another room assault another two of them, killed them as well. I'm trying to remember if there was anything specific about the fort. There was also the nest room that the Choldrith had. But I'm trying to think. I want to say that the Choldrith told us something important in the fort, or there's something about there's the drow here are tougher than ones we've already faced, which we know from having fought two sets of them that that's the case. But also that in the center of the fort, there's something that the leadership seems to be there, but also there's some more dangerous force there, demons or something. I can't remember exactly what. I've got Mike's notes open. Let me look really quick. 1 second. Slayed the drow in ambush tactics, kept their enemy drow and demons. Yeah, demons, unaware of them. Two groups of drow we lured to their doom. Yeah, that's my understanding. That's my memory of what we did. And we left off just taking a quick breather before we went into the next room and presumably fought another group of dangerous drow. Is there anything that I missed?
No, that's about everything.
Okay.
The only thing else would be that the Choldrith didn't know exactly where your quarry was.
That's right.
Only that she is deeper within the
yes,
the fortifications.
Yeah, and to this point, we've only explored, I think, 2 or 3 rooms of this fort. We know the main entrance was south of the room that we first fought drow in, and that we believe there are a couple of guards outside that door. So there are technically enemies behind us, but as long as they're not made aware of what's going on in the fort, I don't think we run too much risk of getting, what's the word? Not double-crossed, but when somebody sneaks up behind you. I don't know what that word is, but...
Ambushed.
Ambushed, there you go. Yep.
Okay, that's pretty much everything. Thank you very much, Pam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so unless anybody else has anything else to add, let's go ahead and start.
Ready.
So, as Pam said, you guys are preparing to continue forward, see what else you can find. And in addition to what Pam said, the Choldrith also did mention that they would not be able to draw away the posted guards outside what's potentially the room where Affin Faybranch is located.
Correct.
After killing these 2 drow, you guys settle yourselves for a brief moment, and then I assume you can move forward if you wish, see what you can find.
Ready.
Should be able to move.
Yeah. I am not able... Oh, there we go. Now I can move the map.
Oh, I don't have a map.
Oh, sorry.
Hands up.
I'm huge. Love it. Where's our buddy Vrisdan? Oh, there you are. Okay.
Okay, as you get there,
Oh.
give me a stealth roll.
uh-huh. No problem. Let me just, here we go. Oh!
Okay, so as you were approaching let's just say you're not outright walking up, but were you trying to be stealthy?
I was trying to be quiet, at least, yeah.
And what were you doing? Were you just poking your head around the corner?
I think as soon as I saw as soon as I got line of sight on them, I would have stopped and tried to, remain behind cover. So, like, maybe there-ish.
Okay. So, as you were about to do that, and you try to poke your head around the corner, and you take a slight stumble, and in that slight stumble, you don't fall flat on your face because you didn't get a 1. But it was enough to make the armor that you're wearing clank against each other.
Ooh.
And this slight noise attracts the attention of this one drow here.
Okay.
And as this drow turns and looks in your direction, it is enough of a look that you both recognize each other.
We do?
Yes, you do.
What the hell drow do I know besides Vrisdan and Affin?
Well, this female drow looks at you, and in that brief half-second time of you considering what you can do in this situation of being caught, she decides for you and turns away from you, and without addressing you, she talks to her companion on the other side of the door, pointing away from you. And as this elder drow looks away towards the other side of the corridor, she draws her knife and slits the throat of this drow.
Oh, shit. Is this my ex-girlfriend or something? Who is this?
As the drow falls to the ground, the female drow turns back to you. And as you all, did the other two come up to look around the corner too?
No. I think I can see them there from where I am.
I can, but I wouldn't have.
Okay, so Goji,
right
Goji. Okay, Goji, as she turns back to you, she raises her right hand in a salute, and you notice that she only has 4 fingers.
I forgot about her.
And then, as a final wave, she marches away down the other corridor, and you manage to avoid combat due to your previous actions.
What the hell? Okay.
You guys can go ahead and take up an extra 1,000 XP.
I'm gonna say in Goji's head, this character must really have not been into piano, and like maybe her mom was just forcing her to do it, so losing the finger means she no longer has to do it, and that's why she's like, you guys actually did me a favor, so I don't.
Or it could be her own sense of honor
Could
for
be.
being spared.
You said 1,000, right?
Yes, you each get 1,000 due
Okay.
to Max's actions.
Wow. We need to cut off more fingers, I think.
And Goji, during your flabbergasted state, you take a small, brief look further at gazing at her retreat, and as you do so, you notice to your right that you can glimpse the incubus in the other room, but you cannot see anything else within the room, and you can see that the incubus is not looking at you. So it's up to you how you want to proceed from here.
The first thing I'm going to do is motion to Vrisdan and Futon that they poke their head around the corner and get a load of the incubus who's looking away from us right now. Goji has... I think she's a little bit rattled by the drow. I'm not sure how much of that my companion saw. I don't think I would risk trying to tell them right now.
Yeah, considering that they were behind you, that while you were looking around the corner, they would have seen nothing.
Okay. I won't tell them about it right now because I think that would risk us being heard.
Okay. As Futon looks around the corner with you, he can see the corpse at the door as well, and the incubus. As long as you guys do not move past this corner, you do not have to do anything else as far as rolls.
Okay. Yeah, I think I don't know that we're going to be able to have a conversation here, but Goji is looking at the faces of her companions for to see if anybody's got any ideas or thoughts on what we should try to do in this space. I think we definitely want to go to that door to the northeast. That seems to be our next target, but I don't know that we'll be able to sneak past whatever else might be in this room to the southeast.
Vrisdan, behind you, the Choldrith motions to you and seems to wish to communicate.
Zoom.
At your command, the Choldrith turns and beckons its children and returns to whatever life they have.
They say there's demons over here.
They ain't wrong. Well, I feel like I wish that I had a better view of what's going on in this large room, but I don't want Goji to be the one to try to sneak since she sucks at it.
I can have a go.
Godspeed, Futon.
You're trying to see what's in the room, Futon?
Yeah.
Give me a perception roll with advantage.
I don't need the advantage.
Yeah, you don't need the advantage. You look in and see all, know all. You look inside, and without attracting the attention of the incubus, you can see that along the walls, both on this side and the other side of the room, you can see what seem to be platforms in the fashion of executions, and amongst them you can see several forms of dog-like proportions. And you can also see in the middle of the room that there is the incubus, presumably overseeing these dogs. And you can see that the room itself is rather large.
Goji inches up behind Futon and says, "Do you think we can take him, or should we sneak past him?"
as I whisper that what I found about like dogs and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Just so I can hear other people's opinions as well.
With that perception of 20, you can tell that the incubus is not gonna hear from where you are if you want to have a low whispered conversation.
Yeah, I think I'll be good.
okay. I think Goji's vote is we try to sneak past this guy and head for that room that old Nine Fingers vacated the door of.
Yeah.
We're just, I'm just thinking like we're not going to get a chance to rest in here, and we're a little low on spell slots and that sort of thing. It might make sense if we're going to have to fight a tough boss or mini-boss. Let's do it as quickly as we can. Or let's get to it as quickly as we can, I guess.
So it's sounding like you're gonna try to sneak by.
That's what I'm going to try to do. I shouldn't
okay.
have enlarged myself.
Vrisdan, if you want, you can cast guidance again on, I would say, on Goji, and then give me a stealth roll with advantage. So basically, you don't have disadvantage.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. So, if I did this and this, there we go.
Yeah, that's good enough. I would say that you all can sneak on by without attracting the attention of the dogs that's spotted by Futon and the incubus.
Okay. All right. Do we want to? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
As you get to the door, if you want, one of you can look at the body, and you'll find the same kind of equipment that you saw on the other drow that you encountered.
Mm-hmm.
You find a bag of 300 gold, and you also find a potion of healing.
All right. I'm putting 100 gold in my inventory here. Who wants the potion? I feel like I'm good. I've got 3 regular and 2 greater.
I don't need it either.
Same.
All right. Well, then
Goji, I say you just take it since
I'll
we're
take it.
standing here trying to be stealthy.
Okay. Got it. All right. Let's get my giant hulking ass through this door.
Okay. Do you want to just open the door? Do you want to like try to hear?
Unless somebody else has got starting to put their ear toward the door, I'm just gonna turn the handle and swing it open. Okay.
If that's what's happening, you can click on in. As you step inside the room, you see that your quarry itself is not within the room.
This is not what I expected.
You do see a desk of study and possibly the eggs of more chitin. Some of them open, some of them whole. And can I get a perception roll from anybody? Unless Vrisdan is staying outside, then just one of you two.
Ooh.
Goji, as you look around in the room, you do see that there is a little shelving kind of area where clothing is being kept, and you see that it is very feminine dress-like clothing, similar of the garb that you saw Afin in outside Grackstool. And you also see that there is a unique kind of looking boots at the bottom of the shelving.
Ooh, let's check out them boots.
Futon, as you look around the room, you do see that behind and slightly to the right of the desk, that the wall amongst it is kind of off.
Okay. Alright, Goji, do what she was going to do, what? And then
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah, Goji just
investigate.
to check out those gloves, boots, and compare them to her current boots.
What kind of boots are you wearing?
Just, I think, regular old leather, calf-high adventuring boots, I'm going to say.
Okay. These are of better material than yours.
Mm-hmm.
They seem more well-fitting, and they seem to be able to size up to any one of you that would choose to wear it. You do feel some kind of odd tingling as you pick them up.
Ooh, okay. This is going to be a shit roll, but I'm going to roll it anyway.
Okay. You try to expect the boots, and all you can tell is that it gives your hands this odd kind of sensation. Futon, as you go closer to the wall, you can tell that this offness is not just a trick of your eyes. There's something up with this wall. Do you wish to?
For now, Goji's going to stash the boots, and then she'll come up behind Futon and just be like, hey, what's with the wall?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll investigate closer.
Stupid.
All right, Goji, go ahead and add unknown boots to your inventory.
Unknown boots, you got it.
Futon, as you start poking and prodding the wall, you can tell that this is not actually stonework. It's more like a cloth-like draping made to look like the wall very well. And as you move it aside, you can see that there is this like passage-like entrance leading downwards with stairs and a small guttering light around the corner.
Okay. I push aside it and point to it so Goji can see it.
That's crazy.
Okay.
I am realizing that I completely forgot how to add something. I'm looking for like a little plus sign, but I don't
You
see
go to your inventory and then
DUI changed a bit.
yeah, I'm just seeing that now. Okay.
I swear I thought there was like a little plus.
There was.
Mm.
Give me one moment.
I could just write myself a note that I have them.
Oh, wow, that is so stupid. Can you do it now?
There we go. Yeah, add item. There's the plus sign.
So that's dumb. For some reason, with their change on the stuff, they locked all your characters.
Ah.
Okay, you are all unlocked now.
Okay.
Yes, I see it now.
How much would these unknown boots weigh?
They would weigh 1 pound.
Okay. All right, got it. We'll have to make a note to check all that stuff out later.
Okay. Do you go inside the room, Vrisdan, or no?
No, keep watch at the door.
Okay. Futon and Goji, can you give me an Arcana roll?
Yeah, sure. God.
Damn. Futon, as you look down into the tunnel, you feel the skin on your arms and legs start to prickle.
Ooh. Meanwhile, Goji just drools onto her own clothing.
I'll let Goji know there's magic.
Okay.
Something.
Goji whispers to Vrisdan that we found a secret staircase with magic, apparently.
Oh, hold on, I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back. For some reason, all of your volumes went weird.
Everything seems consistent for us, or at least for me.
Yeah, me too.
Ever since I tried to do that voice changer has fucked up my shit.
Mm.
Okay, so at the moment, Futon feels weird just looking into this tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys do?
Is the tunnel lit?
There is a very, very low light kind of going around the corner down the stairs.
I mean, I'm curious. I'd like to check it out, but I don't know if we should check it out now or we should wait till we've scouted around some more.
If we leave, we'll have to sneak again.
Yeah, that's true. I vote we check it out.
Okay, you first.
Okay. No problem. Where is it? Is it where I'm standing
This
now?
is sensible. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Alrighty. You go down the stairs, and as you go downstairs, you turn around the corner, and you see that there is further turns of the stairs, each leading downward and out of sight until you can finally reach that point. And along the wall, you see a very small brazier of light, barely giving off any kind of illumination. And considering you've got no sense of the mystique ways of the world, you do not feel anything wrong.
Okay. Is there anything? Am I in a room or am I still going down the stairs?
You're just going down the stairs.
Okay. Keep on trucking.
And you keep on trucking. And Futon and Vrisdan, do you follow suit?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Futon, you go down, and Vrisdan, can you give me an Arcana roll?
Sure. Do you want the roll like as I enter the tunnel? Because I think Vrisdan would close these doors and look for some way to, bar them, at least slightly.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that, and then halfway into the room, after you barred the doors, you would give me your roll.
Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to let you know first.
Nope. Yep.
Oh, I had disadvantage selected for some reason. I don't think I have disadvantage.
Yeah,
on
that was
Arcana
weird.
For any reason. Do you want me to roll again, or just take
Yeah,
the
go ahead
first number there?
Nah, go ahead and roll again.
Wah, wah.
Ooh.
You have a very similar experience as Futon. You don't quite know the nature of what is making you feel odd. Yeah, you just feel goosebumps up and down your arms and legs as you enter the stairway along with your companions. And you guys can go ahead and close that map.
Uh-oh.
Let's see here.
The perception roll where...
Fuck.
Aha! The perception roll where Futon...
So, before anything else,
Yep.
you guys are going to ignore that.
Okay, you got it.
Because you did not identify what those boots were.
Yes, they're in my pack, just moldering away. The perception check where Futon detected the oddness of the wall, that was his 19, right?
Yes. Damn it! I was trying to click on something and I clicked on the stupid item
Is
instead.
there not a way to just delete that from the chat? I guess you could reset the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay, now you all travel. You all travel down the stairs, and as you continue down the stairs, you eventually start to hear what sounds to be a voice of a very feminine quality. And eventually, as you reach the bottom of it, you realize that you can't tell what they're saying. It is in a language none of you know. And once you finally reach the bottom of the stairs, Goji, you look out and you see that it is a well-lit cavern of massive proportions with very oddly placed uh, scaffolding and buildings amongst the rocks that are protruding outside this vast chasm that's in the middle of this cavern. And can you go ahead and give me a perception and a sneak check?
Okay. Perception. Stealth.
Okay. So as you look around the room, you do see that amongst the large formations of rocks, that there are what seems to be a campsite on top of one of the rocks, and on the other ones you see a more set up area for studying and such. But further within the cavern itself, you do see this large platform of wood, and at the very other side of this cavern, you see a feminine drow dressed as a what you would assume to be a kind of mage or wizard. And past her, you do see that the wall itself seems to be inscribed by these formations of wordings and runes that you are not aware the meaning of.
Okay. Does it seem like what she's chanting is what's written on the wall, like she's reading, or that, like, what is the... Can I tell what the association
do not
is?
know.
Okay. I have had some absolute shit rolls to this point, I swear to God.
Okay. So currently, behind you, Futon and Vrisdan stand, and you are the only one that has seen so far. What do you all do?
We can't see anyone else in this space? Just her?
You do not see anything. You do not see anyone or anything other than her at this time.
Can we tell from where we are that this is Affin? I guess my perception roll wasn't enough.
No, you do not.
But we don't know for a fact that it isn't her.
No, you do not.
Okay.
The only thing you can tell is that you are clearly looking at a feminine female drow that
Wizard
is
type.
turned away from you in a very caster-like outfit.
I mean, I think in Goji's mind, she wants to confront this person. At least find out who they are and what they're doing down here. Active chanting can't be good.
Okay.
So do you guys march on in?
Anybody want to veto?
Do you want to go back? Do you
I think
try to
Goji's,
stealth in?
unless somebody grabs her by the collar and restrains her, she's gonna march into this room and address this person.
Three,
Very distantly here.
one.
You got this, Goji.
Yeah.
All you.
Okay.
All right.
You march into the room, and as you step into the room, she automatically turns as though surprised and looks towards you without having you said anything or even gotten to a distance where she would have actually noticed your presence normally.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Before we do anything else,
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ooh. This is a weird ass space. Well, what's that cool thing
Okay.
around Futon mean?
I have no idea.
Like a
It's
motion
a
thing?
new feature. It's a new feature.
Movement?
If you look at the combat tracker, Futon is the next one up.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I unlocked token movement, so as long as you guys do not go past this current little rock ledge that you're on,
Yep.
you can position yourselves how you wish.
What constitutes the perimeter of the rock ledge? Like, can we go, say, here? Or it needs to be
No,
no further than this? Okay. Got it.
you can't go past that.
Okay. Goji's going to go right there. And she is currently equipping her crossbow, let's say.
Okay.
Vrisdan's doing some calisthenics.
Okay. So, as I said, when you guys all step out, she automatically turned to you, and as both parties look at each other, you both recognize that who the other person is. This is in fact the one that you've been hunting, Affin Faybranch. And she says to you, well, aren't you all a tenacious and very impressive set of sacrificial lambs?
Thank you.
And as her voice resounds across the room, you can see that while she has this kind of confident way of speaking to you, and as though she has the upper position, you can tell by her facial features that she was not expecting you whatsoever.
Haha! Yeah. Element of surprise.
Now what, pray tell, are you all doing here? Have you all finally decided that you shall accept the role you've had in this tale?
Goji looks at Vrisdan because, I don't know, they both got a lull thing, right?
Sorry, I'm cleaning my glasses. Vrisdan just sort of looks back at Goji.
Goji turns back to Affin and says, well, hang on. Before she says anything, I'm trying to think to myself, remind myself everything that we know of her. This is out of character. I'm doing this.
Okay, go ahead and think about it.
Because-
While you do so, Vrisdan, once you've entered the room, give me another Arcana roll.
I'm just thinking out loud. She is the person who hired Alaric, right?
Yes, she is.
Okay. And the other interaction that we had with her was outside of Gracklestug. We fought against her and the ogre and the goblins.
That is correct.
Okay. And otherwise, we know that she is the daughter of the main drow-esque lady who was running the arena.
You know that she is a daughter of hers.
A
yes.
daughter. Okay. Okay. But other than that, I'm not missing any other interactions we've had with her.
Not direct ones, no.
Okay. All right.
Vrisdan, as you entered the room, you can feel that the air around that is coursing through this chasm is very demonic in origin.
Ooh.
And as you look back behind her, you can tell that the inscribings are not of the same kinds of ritual writing that would be used in, let's say, normal interactions with Loth.
All right.
Goji, having thought about it for a second, says, because Affin's last statement was, have you come to accept your role in this story? Was that close?
Yes.
Okay. Goji's going to shout at her, we've come to teach you not to take pot shots at my friends.
You can teach all you wish. In the end, you are nothing but a pawn.
Goji does not know enough about military strategy or chess to know what a pawn is, I think.
Okay. Now, take this last chance. Come to a good conclusion and suffer your fate without any additional pain. Submit, and it will be a quick death.
Unless somebody else in the group is going to do or say something in like the first 10 seconds after Affin finishes that statement, Goji is arming her crossbow and she's about to give a war shout before she fires it at her. So if you want to get any questions and or statements in, now's the time to do it.
No.
All right. Then yeah,
Okay.
Goji's going to take a shot.
Before you even get to the point of shouting, as you quite evidently are arming your crossbow, she gives a nod, and at that very same instant of the nod, an explosion occurs below you. And as you all shake upon the rock that you're standing on, you all prepare yourselves for what is to come on this fight. And you also feel fairly certain that the ground that you're standing on is not very stable. Go ahead and
can we
roll
tell
me initiative.
Was the explosion something mechanical beneath us? Like, is the rock rigged with something? Can we tell, or was it something magical that Affin did, or is that not possible to deduce?
Go ahead and give me an investigation.
Ooh, I'm liking all the skill rolls here. This is great. God, I suck at investigation too.
With a 9, all you could tell was that the ground beneath you shook at an explosion.
Okay. Would the unshaky ground feel like it extends to every rock surface we could stand on in this room, or does it feel like if we get, out of this space, like if we can get 3 or 4 squares ahead of where we are, we'd be on steadier ground? Or is that not apparent?
With a 9, I will say that you are all aware that the explosion at, wasn't focused on what you're standing on.
Okay.
And as you settle yourselves amongst the shaking of the rock, you can see ahead of you that the rocks are also shaking.
But not enough to knock us off balance.
No.
Okay. I do not like that Athen gets to go first. That sucks.
Should have rolled better.
Yeah. Okay.
I wasn't doing my initiative.
Oh yeah! Futon goes first. Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. Futon, go ahead. Oh, by the way, Pem,
Mm-hmm.
if you wanted to, this would be a good time to play that specific song.
Ooh. Yes. You got it. Let's see.
Gonna go closer.
Okay.
They've really changed things up.
Yeah, they have.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to remember what it did. They've replaced the information with a delete button. Yeah, I think I'll use that. I think I can dodge as a bonus action if they attack.
Okay.
But I can't find how to find the information, how to Google it.
What are you looking for?
Just to read the information about the
Patient defense.
yeah.
You can spend 1 key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn.
Yeah.
What do you need to know about that?
No, I don't know where to find it on here. I had to look it up.
Okay.
That was the issue. I've changed it. Oh, no, anyway, yeah, that was it for me.
Sorry, I'm looking to see if I can find the information. So when it was your turn, you couldn't see the action on your combat tracker?
No, it's when I go to see what actions I can do. Usually there was an icon you can click so you can read it to explain what it does, because it's been a while since I used that. There's no option, it seems, to read what it does.
That's strange. I'd still have that on all my stuff.
Oh
No,
yeah,
I
I've
can
only
see.
got the...
I can see it's the same. What he's saying on his, probably because they're actually abilities.
I have ability.
Okay, sorry, I was finding the track and I missed that entire conversation.
Wasn't important.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how... I'll just have to Google anything then from now on.
I have the
Well-
player's handbook pulled up on my other monitor, so if you need anything, let me know.
Okay.
One thing I do know that you can do is go to your abilities tab, and then go and click on the little dragon thing for key, and it should be in there.
I see. Yeah, it was easier just to look at it while it was there. Because that's one way.
That's the thing about programming. For some reason, you want to make it worse instead of better.
Yeah, no, I moved on now.
Okay. So once Afin can move, she waves her hand and a shimmer of light envelops her. And she will move over here. Okay. Vrisdan, what do you do?
Let's see the range on guidance or not. I guidance her. Fuck it, we're throwing. It's over. We can't be here, guys. We simply can't be here. Let's just take this. We'll
jump
make
into
this
the crevice.
end quicker. Okay, she's in range. I'm just gonna hit her with a quick Sacred Flame. Oh, she passes. Is this area here like down from where Goji and I are?
It is about the same plane, but you can see that there is a seam of rock alongst it, alongst the middle of it. Just below where you're standing.
Okay, can I get down there like walking easily, or would I like have to slide down or something?
But you can just walk down there.
Okay, I'm gonna move there, and that is my turn.
All right. Let's see.
Not your turn yet, bud.
What? Oh, I don't
Nope,
like whatever
wrong
the
one.
hell that is.
That's interesting.
Okay, you took 7 damage from this imp that came up from below.
Oh no! Motherfuckers are gonna be climbing out of the chasm?
Well, hold on. Does your ability work against ambush or attacks that you do not see coming?
I don't know.
Let's say
I'll show you
yes.
literally all it says.
If it was invisible, it would have advantage, and dodge gives disadvantage, so it would just be a straight roll.
Okay.
Traditionally, unless this imp has something, which it might. You never know. You can never trust an imp to just be normal. Every imp has to be the most special imp, and they are, for the record.
Mhm.
Okay, give me a roll to see if you beat a 19.
Just a D20. Or
Yeah. No, you still take it.
Yeah. Okay.
And now it is your turn, Goji.
Ugh. All right. Okay.
Wait, what's your speed?
Well, I was here. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, okay.
So that's 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then with the crossbow. Oh, wait. You know what I didn't do before this fight? I didn't take that potion of frost giant strength. So if I take that now, that's my bonus action. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to drink that now. And how do I do that? That's what it's going to do when I drink it, but I don't know how to actually consume it.
Um,
You can just go ahead and set your strength to 23, and then just remove the item from your bag. Just
Okay.
remember what your stat was beforehand.
Got it. So that should... Yeah, all right. So my strength modifier then is +6. Got it. Okay, sorry, let me just get rid of it from my inventory so I know that it's consumed. There we go. All right. Yeah, crossbow attack. First, let me target. Boy, that's 1. That's 2. Oh boy, I don't like this. And that is my turn.
As you shoot your crossbow bolts, you see a very reminiscent image of a view that you should not know of, but it seems like she's bending upon her waist, dodging the crossbows as though she's waving through the matrix.
God damn. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
Not thrilled. Not thrilled.
Before you go, Futon, certain things happen. So, Goji, considering that the rocks behind you just fell away,
Oh,
can you give me a dexterity roll to see whether or not you can stay standing upon this platform that was attached to these rocks that somehow did not fall down a long stone?
sure. A save or a ability?
Whichever one you feel would be
doesn't really
better.
matter. They're both +1.
You guys can't see on the map that it dropped away, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
A 12, I will say that you were not able to stabilize yourself enough upon the swaying wooden structure and are now clinging to the railing and on your stomach.
Oh shit. Okay.
So you are currently prone
Mhm.
and will have to spend half your movement to stand back up.
Okay.
Futon, go on ahead.
I want to get my revenge.
This imp doesn't know what the fuck he did.
God damn. Can we start over? Oh, there we go. There's a hit.
Oh, I forgot. Do I get 2 now?
Yeah, at level 5.
Yeah.
got that extra.
Oops, wrong
attack.
one.
Game hates us right now.
Yeah, take off that 4 damage accent it did.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. What do I do now? Okay, Goji. Insult to injury here.
Hmm.
Oof. Yeah, you take 34 damage
Not great, Bob.
from this green fireball that she just threw at you.
If I was prone, shouldn't she have had disadvantage on a ranged?
Actually, she would have had advantage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
no, you're right. Disadvantage. Let me just go ahead and do that.
Hey!
Yep, there you go. You missed.
Phew!
You missed taking all that damage,
Thank God I fell down.
right? We all thought it was a bad thing, and then it turned out not to be.
I'm starting to enjoy the fact that I remember previous fuck-ups of mine to my advantage now. That time when I knocked that guy prone and then nobody could hit it with their ranged attacks, I was like, oh shit.
I did tell you, I'm not that great of a DM.
No, that's alright.
Can't remember shit.
I'm just happy that it
Vrisdan,
worked
it
out.
is your turn.
Yo.
Oh, she moved way over there? God damn it.
It's almost as though she was baiting you.
Oh. Goji's not smart enough to figure that out, even at this point.
Vrisdan points a single finger to the back of her little stage up there, and a small swirling wind appears at that location, and it expands to fill out 5, 10, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 10, 15, 20. A perfect little sphere that, wow, look at that, catches the entire stage.
Wow. Nicely
And
done.
It's almost like I designed the grids to fit like that.
and to those of us on the outside of the sphere, everything appears normal. But to Athen, and if you listen to her move and talk and do whatever she does, everything from there is completely silent as
Okay.
I cast silence.
Very nice.
So if she needs to talk to cast any one of her spells, she can no longer cast that spell.
Got it.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Oh, I didn't want to draw that.
What are you using to draw, by the way?
If you right-click the map and then go down, you have drawing mode.
Ah, nifty.
I think there's a little toggle toolbar thing at the top right.
I was
of your
looking for
map.
it. I cannot find it.
Yeah, I don't see it up there.
I think they
Dude,
removed
that's
that bar.
annoying.
And that's my turn.
So then the question is, how do you erase? Oh, there's the... Yep, there we go.
Right click and
Got
then,
it.
yep. You got it.
Oof. It is now your turn, Goji.
Okay. So I'm going to use half my movement to stand back up, recognizing that as embarrassed as she was to be knocked prone, it's also what saved her from a goddamn fireball in the face. Let's see. So having stood up, I only have 30 feet of movement, correct?
15.
15. Okay. From what I understand of the rules for jumping, and tell me if I'm wrong here, but if I get a 10-foot running start, I can jump up to my strength score. Does that sound correct?
Yes, but you have to have movement speed in order to do that.
So if I have 15 remaining feet, could I not get a 10-foot running start and then jump 6 feet of my strength score? Or no?
Yeah, you could do that. You would
Okay.
jump 5 feet and then fall because you only have 5 feet of movement after you move the 10 feet.
Oh, I see.
Initially.
So you can move up to 6 feet. You can move up to your strength score provided you have that many feet remaining in your movement.
Exactly.
Okay, got it. So I can only jump. I can only jump.
I
5
believe.
feet.
Yeah. Yeah, you can only jump as far as you have
Okay.
movement speed
That
left, which is silly.
doesn't do me many favors then. Okay, then I'll go
I know, it's
5, 10, 15. That imp is wounded, eh? I think I'll target the imp and see if I can't take it out with the crossbow here. Fucking hell. Yeah, there's something.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you even need to roll that.
Overkill. And then, so I haven't used a bonus action this turn. I'm going to use it to switch to my club, so that at the start of my next turn, I'll have it armed and ready to go.
Sounds good.
Oh, and also Goji looks back at Vrisdan and Futon, and
Oops.
I don't know what exactly she would say, but she's going to communicate that she doesn't trust any of these rock formations.
Funny you should mention
anymore. Whoa! Yeah.
Give me another roll for dexterity, Goji.
You got it. I think that's the exact same I got last time.
Well, considering that the stairway you're standing on was connected to that big piece of rock, it mostly falls away with you standing on it. And with an 11, you managed to catch on to the ledge of the platform, and now you're hanging.
Some fucking
on the
Indiana
platform.
Jones shit right here.
Futon, it is your turn as your companion is hanging above the abyss.
If Goji hasn't used the bathroom for a while, she probably just shit her pants.
One sec.
Take your time. As an option available, you could always assist Goji if you chose to.
Oh, that's what I was looking at.
How
Colonel-
precarious is my grip right now?
I would say that you got a firm grasp of desperation upon the wood, and it does not seem to be given out under the pressure of
Okay.
your hands.
Would I be able to hoist myself up under my own power on my next turn?
You would need to do a strength roll to see if you can just lift yourself out of that.
Would that be strength or would it be
With all-
athletics?
Whichever one you feel is better, but
Okay.
considering you're hanging off the platform with heavy armor,
Yeah.
yeah, you would need to do a roll.
I feel pretty confident about being able to help myself out of this futon. Not that I can communicate that to you in character, but if you wanted to try to fuck this lady up, that would be Goji's vote.
Yeah, I think I can. It's 35, but my unarmored. What is it? Movement, I think, gives me extra 5.
Yes, you're correct.
Oh no, extra 10 it says actually.
Is it 10?
It says starting at level 2, your speed increases by 10 feet. When I looked up, it said 5 though.
Yeah, we had this conversation.
Yeah, I remember
Oh,
this,
no, never mind.
this happened.
Level
on
5
Discord.
plus 10. Level 6 plus 15, so yeah, it's 10, not 5. Yes,
Yeah, it's 10.
yeah, so I don't even need it.
There you go.
I'll go up.
Kaboom! Oh, man.
I've got one.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. As your first 2 strikes attempt to make contact with her, this illumination still surrounds her and seems to deflect your attacks. But the third one finally connects.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay, let me see here. One second. I'm just trying to see if she will be able
Has
to
any
tell the
non-verbal
nature.
spells?
Well,
Oh.
tell the nature of the
Oh.
spell that's
Oh.
affecting her.
Oh. I imagine
Okay,
when you
s-
get punched and your ears don't ring at all, you're probably like, I think something's up here.
You know, yeah. I'll
That guy
go with
ran at
that.
me,
I'll go
and
with
either
that.
he's deftly silent or I am deftly deaf.
Yeah, that does make sense. With that knowledge, he will choose to just draw her scimitar and swing at you.
Shit. Oh.
Oh.
Vrisdan, what do you do?
Gang. I'm helping Goji out.
Whew, thanks.
Okay, so Goji, now you do not need to make a check or use movement to get up.
Okay. Am I prone or am I upright?
You're upright
Okay.
at the edge.
Is that my action? Yeah.
Yeah, your action.
Okay. I think I have 5 feet left of movement, so I'll move there. And then enemy turn.
All right. With my club. Oop.
Considering that you're right in the edge of the silence, she doesn't hear you.
I don't think Goji cares. That was a cry of passion, not one she actually cares whether or not it was heard. Vrisdan could still get in there for a melee attack, right? On that diagonal? Okay.
Yes.
Alright, come on, rolls. Yeah, okay. You know what? I'm gonna use one of my superiority dice to do a trip attack there. I should have done it before I rolled damage, but
What do I need to roll?
it is a strength saving throw, and I think it's 14.
She is
Should
prone.
be 15, I think.
15. Okay, so she is prone, and let me just make sure I did this. And I also get an extra d8 of damage, which I'll just roll. Well, 1. So 1 more damage than, so 16 instead of 15.
That'll do it.
Okay.
And that is 1 attack. Let's do the second one.
You've got advantage.
Oh, I do?
Because she's
She's
prone
prone.
now.
Oh, let me roll a second one then. There we go.
That hits.
And that... Let's think. Bonus action... no, I think that's my turn.
At the end of your turn, another set of rocks falls down into the chasm.
Oof.
Futon, what do you do? Don't forget that you can use your bonus to drink a potion if you feel you need to.
Yeah.
Man.
Roll that again, you got the advantage.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
No, not that it mattered.
I forgot, martial arts counted as a bonus, or was it? It's a bonus. Yeah, I should probably have a potion.
Wait, don't. Isn't the extra attack just a normal part of your action? If that's what you're trying to figure out?
Where's it gone? I looked.
Because I know you
It
should be able to
says-
swing twice, and then your martial arts is your bonus for the third attack.
When I use an attack, I can make an armed attack as a bonus action. Okay, well, I see what you mean, like, because I leveled up, I get an extra attack.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so you'll be able
Okay.
to do 2 attacks
So-
and potion in the same turn.
Yeah, so go
Yeah.
ahead and roll again for your attack with advantage.
Oops. Oh, I don't.
Not
Might
that
get
you need it.
20. Yeah.
Okay.
$16.
Did you
So
wait?
23 wounds then?
I'll just quickly get my calculator. Yeah.
You look a lot better.
Yeah, then and then remove one of them. Okay.
She will stand back up. And that's 1 minute, correct? Or more than 1 minute? Not that it matters, considering how long it's been.
Silence?
Yeah.
No idea.
Silence is... Let's see. 10 minutes.
Well, let's see how it goes.
I mean, right now, Affin's greatest power is that she's making us roll below a 10 almost every goddamn time we roll. Of course, now it's affecting her, too.
Yeah, all 3 of her swings just glance off your heavy armor.
Feeling like a goddamn castle.
Okay. Vrisdan, what do you do?
Let's keep it simple, stupid. I step out of the silence. I cast a little bit of bless. I step into the silence. 5, 10, 15, 20. Mark off a spell slot. And we are done. Goji, at the start of your turn, if you see Vrisdan at all out of like your peripheral vision, or you look back when I start moving around, I take out a net that is, somewhere on my person that I could access it during combat.
Okay.
And I shake it as if to say, help me get this on her.
You got it. Okay, then I'm going to use my action to disengage, so I don't get an attack of opportunity from Affin as I retreat to, let's say, here. And then my second, I guess, let's think. If you disengage, does that mean you don't get any other action? I guess you get a bonus action still.
Yeah, you would have a bonus action.
Okay, could I use my bonus action to assist Vrisdan getting the net all ready?
Yes.
And then I'll say that that's my turn.
As your turn ends, another piece of rock just falls away.
Oof.
And now you're all upon this wooden platform with no knowledge as to what's to happen next. What do you do, Futon?
Try again.
There we go. That's our boy.
Yeah, that's it.
Man, Goji, never mind. Maybe we should have just kicked her ass. She's dying.
Is she? I can still carry on.
I mean, we didn't know that Futon was going to go apeshit, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. With that final attack, you can see her face, as beautiful as it is, scrunch up in anger and annoyance, and she turns to Futon after the last swing upon her body, and has a fiendish rebuke on him.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's because it's not her turn. She
Oh,
will
yeah.
take this reaction attack and force you to do a Constitution saving throw. You want a 15 or above.
This is just Futon?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Move. You take 15 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Do you want to add it in, or do I?
I just did it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I wanted to see how much of an asshole I would be, but she's not that smart. If she's gonna go down, she's gonna go down taking one of you with her.
Ooh. I hope this net works. Oh. Oh.
Futon falls
Oh.
unconscious. And she
Just
turns
saying.
to you, beckoning for the net vest to come.
He just got his ass kicked, but on his character portrait, it looks like he's just taking a nap. The Z's.
Yeah. Okay. Okie dokes. That
All right.
happened. I'm going to
a
drop
thing.
concentration on silence, so you can remove that from her. Oh, I should erase it since we have the power.
Mm-hmm.
How do I do it? Drawing.
power.
Let's see. I just kind of have to highlight all this. Ooh, I like this erase feature. I've used so many tabletop-ish things where the erase is like you just click it and the whole entire thing disappears. I want to erase a section.
Yeah.
But this lets you basically paste over the areas you want to erase.
Mhm.
Okay. With that down, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word. Then I'm going to move in, and I'm going to use my action to take the help action for Goji. So, Goji, you've got advantage on your next attack,
Oh,
be it the net or whatever else you might have.
yeah. All right.
Oh, sorry, and that is the end of my turn.
Okay, so I would have to manually set up advantage, right? I don't have.
Yeah, you just click the little button in the
Yeah.
bottom that says ATV.
Okay.
I don't think there's any way for me to give advantage to
Yeah.
you or put it on her or something.
Then my first attack is going to be throwing this net at Affin. And I'm not sure how we should roll for that.
It's just a weapon attack using your strength. If you want, you could find the net item in the equipment list, or I'll leave it up to
I think I'll just do this.
Tanom. Yeah, you could just make a weapon attack with your normal weapon, and if it hits, then the net hits.
That definitely encapsulates her in the net.
Sweet.
All right.
Okay.
A large or smaller creature hit by the net is restrained until it's free. A net has no effect on creatures that are formless, a creature that is huge, or creatures that are huge or larger. Creature can use its action to make a DC 10 strength check, freeing itself or another creature on a success, dealing 5 slashing damage to the net, armor class 10, also frees the creature without harming it, ending the effect and destroying the net. When you use an action, bonus action, or reaction to attack with a net, you may only make one attack, regardless of the number of attacks you can normally
Got
take.
it. Okay. Then with my movement, I will go here. And with my bonus action, I will switch back to my club. And Goji is just with the most badass face that she can muster. She's just going to stare Affin straight in the face and tap her club against her open palm. And that is her turn.
Roll me an intimidation.
Oh yeah, no problem.
she's not impressed.
that only makes Goji matter.
Futon, as you, oh no, you're still prone, but
Mhm,
you're still you're conscious now.
mhm.
As you lie on the ground, you feel the shaking of the wooden platform, and as you take your
God.
next action, you feel that it starts to stabilize.
Oh,
If you attack her, you have advantage because she is restrained.
Correct.
Okay, I should use my movement to get up first. Don't know how to get that off.
you know what I just realized? Because when I rolled with the net, I had advantage. I guess it's an improvised weapon, technically, or no? What would be considered?
It's a net.
Okay.
It's its own weapon.
Okay.
It counts as a simple weapon.
Yeah.
It counts as a martial weapon, so you have proficiency with it.
Okay, I'm just thinking with advantage, I actually rolled a 19, which would have been a critical. I don't know if that affects the outcome
Damn,
of
she's
her thing.
super netted.
Yeah. she's
Unfortunately,
super
it
netted?
doesn't do damage.
Okay. Well, no, I just didn't know if that meant that maybe the stats for her to get out of the net are tougher than they otherwise would have been. But
I don't know why you're
Unfortunately.
rolling with disadvantage, but
I think
it
because I
should
couldn't
be.
turn off prone.
Okay,
oh,
1 second. Hold on. Okay, go ahead and roll me again with advantage. Not that you need it, although you might get a crit.
Oh, I want targeting, it seems. Hold on, yeah, I'll give it another go.
Ooh.
Almost.
Ooh,
Close.
Would have crit if it was Goji.
Mm-hmm.
Pound her and keep pounding her, but she just won't lie down.
Should I decide what to use my bonus action on to attack or question? I'll attack.
The temptation is
There
real.
you go.
Ah,
Mm.
okay.
Oh, in the in the square just northeast of Affen, there's 3 little bats hanging from the ledge there. That's cute.
Got an audience.
They're
Okay,
woken up by
and
all this violence.
remind
like, what
me.
the fuck?
No, it's all quiet. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
Or it was.
Oh, no, it was, yeah.
It was anyway.
Futons were the first sounds. Futons
Remind
punches.
me, do I have to use an action or can it be a bonus action?
It's an action to escape the net.
Okay. And if I don't escape and just try to attack, it's just 1 attack.
No, she can make her usual attacks. They just all have disadvantage.
Ah, okay.
And if it matters at all, she has 0 movement speed.
Mm-hmm.
I hope she rolls a 1 and falls on her ass.
Okay. This haughty and very proud drow.
Oh, haughty. Okay. I thought you said this
I heard the
haughty.
same thing, though.
I was like, damn.
This bad bitch.
Apparently, we're all into sadism because once she was
Wow.
restrained, she turned into a hottie.
I apologize. I mean, technically, as a drowess, they are very attractive.
I'm sure she's gorgeous,
but-
yeah.
Haughty and proud of her looks. And not liking how the situation is going, she is gonna go for one final gambit.
Ooh. She's gonna try to push me off the deck, isn't she? Whoa, shit. What did she even do? We all succeeded,
Well,
though.
You all succeeded.
We all had the exact
We all
same roll.
yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, we all had
I didn't
different
even
rolls,
look at
but we had the
Yeah,
same
our
result.
Same
bonuses.
result.
That's so funny.
That's crazy.
We did all get the same roll on our. On the
So much
last
for that
one.
gambit. So,
She just killed
with
herself.
that gambit,
I go out on my own
kills-
terms.
she goes out on her own terms, which I don't know how you guys were planning for this to go, but she takes this one final action to try to take as many as she can
Oh,
with her,
shit.
only to just throw this another green fireball upon the floor that you are standing on. And somehow, with great dexterity, all three of you leap aside, avoiding the fire and damage, but she herself becomes engulfed in this fire of greenish cast and
Damn.
hellish origin. And she is currently dying. Combat is over.
Wow. That is some hardcore shit she just did.
As she lies upon the floor, she looks upon you as she burns away, and in the few seconds that she has, she smiles and says, she says, "You have not escaped. The evil that you are fighting will continue."
Ugh. And then she just crumbles to ash right in front of our eyes.
Yep.
Man.
And as the fire continues to engulf her, you see what few remaining flickers of life in her eyes fade away.
Ugh. What a way to go. God damn. Well, Goji's gonna put her club on her back, and she says to Vrisdan and Futon, "Feeling kind of cheated, I'm not gonna lie."
Yeah, you know what? I get that.
All right, Goji's gonna kick through the ashes and see if there's anything cool in there.
Well, first of all, speaking as Michael himself, I hope you don't actually feel cheated.
No, that was great. I think Goji herself
as
was
the
just
DM,
like, she was so ready to club this lady in the face.
Yeah, that was Vrisdan speaking, not Meg.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pem himself is thrilled
mean-
with how that went. That was fun.
honestly, like the way I saw it, she would rather just kill herself and try to take as many as she could.
Yeah, totally understandable.
Um,
Interesting character moment too.
DM, you all earn. Let's see here. Okay, you all earn 967 XP.
Okay.
And that's from the death of your most prominently known enemy
Yeah.
outside of Tizraf Baybranch.
That's right.
So considering what you just achieved at this current time, I say you earn another 1,000 XP each. And count that as another milestone for you guys.
Yeah. Sweet. That's awesome.
I wish you could have edited one number down throughout the entire thing.
I do
Yeah.
really hate that.
I
You
I
can,
can-
if you wanted
I
to,
can do that. I
control
can.
and scroll wheel all the way up.
I mean, if you guys
Go
want
on.
me to, I can round it up to 1,000 instead. It's just that for a
No, it's not that. It's just
Yeah, no,
after-
it's you. when you enter your XP, you can't just delete like one integer. If you have 9,000 XP, you can't just go to 9,100. You have to retype the whole thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always do it in a calculator outside and then enter it.
Ditto.
Yeah, me.
Otherwise, I'll forget what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like that
Now-
for some numbers on the character sheet, but not all of them, which is just really bizarre to me.
So, before we get into what Mike was going to say next, I think Goji is feeling like she needs to sit and just take a short rest, knowing that we're not out of the woods yet.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Because
before
she,
you
she wants to get
start,
action surge back, for example.
Well, yeah, I understand that.
Oh.
But before you start taking your rest, looking through her ashes to see if you found any nifty
Cool
items
shit.
or gold or shit, I hope you didn't turn off that music.
Thank you for reminding me. I didn't even start my combat music.
Nope, I sure
As
didn't.
time is okay.
Still
As
going.
the music is still going, give me an Arcana roll.
Okay, stand by. All right, there we go. Yeah, I didn't stop the music. It's still going.
Yeah, that's good enough. As both Futon and Goji feel the air.
Oh, that was an
behind-
everybody Arcana roll? Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I thought you were just talking
as they
to Goji.
feel the air behind them. Yeah, as all three of you feel the air behind you from where you're looking at Affin's, shall we say, dusted body. You feel the air behind you start to shimmer and waves of heat slam against your backs, and you all turn and you look to where she had first been, facing the wall of arcane and demonic writing. And at that wall, you see this window-like image across the wall in tears and unhazy distinctions. And in those parts of this window, shall we call it, you see a wall of white, unlike the wall that you are looking at. And as you look closer, it seems that the wall is layered in bones of white. And as you look at this window, a figure comes into focus, and you can see interspersed along the tears of this incomplete portal dimension, the same hooded figure that you once caught glimpse of back in the tunnels of the Underdark.
Oh,
The
yeah.
hooded figure still upon the same hooded horse-seeming creature,
Yes.
and it looks to you upon your party, and all of you feel this fear drench across the entire essence of you. And as you all quaver and do not know how to react, I need all of you to give me another Arcana roll, and it's gonna have to be a really high roll.
There you go.
Okay. Vrisdan and Goji, as you stare at this figure, you feel an itch begin to develop along where your neck meets your torso. And it starts to grow and grow to where it's painful to feel. and it loops around your entire neck. And Futon, as you see out of the corner of your eye, your companions begin to feel this pain. The image in front of you looks to you and then away. And as the image of the window begins to fade away with whatever power that was within the scribing upon the wall, you feel that you have avoided this creature entering your realm of the material plane.
Did it see us? Did it recognize us?
No, you cannot tell that, but considering it did not see you the first time, there's probably no recognition.
Got it.
But as its gaze has finally been upon you three now, it is very likely it knows of you now.
Ugh.
As this image fades away, Vrisdan and Goji, you are now marked.
Oh.
And I think that's a good point for a break.
Okay. I don't like the sound of marked. Oh, okay. All right. Do you guys want to meet back up in, say, 10 minutes?
Sounds good.
All right. It took me a couple extra minutes because I had laundry to change and dinner to put in the oven. And
No, you're good. I didn't even leave.
whoa, Iron Man. All right. All right. Mike, do we need your epic track anymore, or should I switch over to my regular?
You can switch it to your regular.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't say that.
No, that's all right. It sounded pretty great. Just so you're aware.
Cool. That was the hope.
Mm-hmm.
So while we wait for Adam, how you guys feeling? You finally killed your quarry.
Feels pretty good. I'm glad that I'm glad that we persisted with the augury spell and not going back to town. Feels good to search this whole place out and find her. And now we got some news for Alaric next time we see her.
Right? That silence was pretty awesome. I was hoping you would try something like that.
I remember Max mentioning at the end of the last session that that's what he was planning to do. And then when the fight started, I was like, oh man, I can't wait for silence. I can't wait for silence.
Hey,
I forgot on the first turn.
I honestly think that that could have gone way worse too if we hadn't managed to get off the rocks before we fell away. That was a pretty cool mechanic.
Yeah, I was hoping that it would work out well. I can tell you right now, though, that silence, that was pretty good. You guys don't want to know how much
We dodged some shit, huh?
Dude, there was, you know, on your combat tracker, how you can see all your party members and all that. Whenever it was her turn, her thing took up the entire thing of it.
Oh. Was she summoning things up from below? Is that how that imp got here?
Oh no, that was her familiar,
Oh.
and she can.
Oh, well then
She
Goji feels a
could.
little bit better that she didn't get to smash Affin in the face, given that she did force Affin to watch her kill her familiar. That does make her feel better.
But she could she could telepathically command it.
Mm.
But yeah, dude, like she had a lot of spells.
Yeah, that saved our ass, I'm pretty sure. Okay, are we ready?
S- Waiting for Adam, I believe.
I think he said he was back.
Oops. Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, my bad, I missed that.
That's all right.
Okay. So as you all recover from this terror that you just experienced, uh, Vrisdan and Goji, you feel that the pain and itchiness around your neck begin to subside, but it doesn't fully go away.
Ugh.
And as you each look to each other, and at the very base of your neck, you can see that completely encircling your neck, there appears to be this faded mark.
Like
And
like
both
scar
of you,
tissue or a tattoo or what?
likened to how it would seem if somebody was choked by a rope but survived.
Mm. Sweet, some real Clint Eastwood hang 'em high shit. Awesome. Love it.
Both of you, please, either on whatever written form you have or on somewhere on your character sheet that you feel is appropriate, mark down that you are marked/cursed. As you two do that, Vrisdan and Goji, as you examine each other and yourselves, you begin to notice that there's this weird sensation that you feel outside of your body. And it is whenever you are either looking or thinking about each other and you seem to feel the other person's presence.
Incoming Goji and Vrisdan ship.
Yeah, you could always do that. Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry, no, darling.
we can feel where the other one is even when we're not in sight of each other.
As you have not moved yet, you can feel each other where you are.
Oh, okay. So like, what if Goji goes like here?
You can still sense each other.
Do you feel that? Am I making you dizzy,
yeah.
Goji?
Yeah, I don't
Dizzy?
like that.
Dizzy yet? You dizzy? Okay. So as you all recover and start to take stock of what happened, I'm assuming you guys are going to want to rest.
Yes.
I don't know if you want to do a short or a long rest.
I think given that there still are enemies above us, I don't know that a long rest is judicious. I think a short rest would make sense.
Yeah.
Sounds
I
good.
think
Let me
I'll
go
get
ahead
my-
and do that then.
Hold on. The thing about short resting.
Oh, already affected the short rest.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna change it. I just mean, I think the thing about short resting and my healing.
Yeah, you go ahead and do what healing you can. And as you're
sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. I get back action surge, but I don't get back my superiority dice. Okay.
right,
It might just be my key. Carry on.
And considering a short rest is an hour, Goji, you need to reset your strength value.
Oh, that's right. Yep. I am still huge though.
Does it last more than an hour?
It's lasts 1d4 and I rolled 4, so I'm huge for 4 hours, which probably at this point is like what, two remaining hours or so.
Yeah.
Okay. After resting, she's kind of enamored with the chasm below, and she's gonna lay down on her, on her stomach, up against the edge of the platform here, and just kind of peer down and try to get a
Okay.
look at what she can see below.
Okay. While you're looking down below, you can very barely see the outlines of the rocks where you once stood down at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And at the very edges of the walls, you can see that there is a small little entrance, it seems, that leads away from this cavern.
Hmm. And
As
can I tell how far down that is?
you would probably break some bones if you manage to survive.
Okay,
This is
but
how far down it
we can
is.
see the floor.
You can see the floor, yes.
Okay, I was gonna try to drop like a lit torch or something, but if we can see the floor, then I don't need to do that. Okay.
As you all take this time to rest, I imagine one of you sifts through
Oh yeah.
the ashen remains, and amongst them, you find that the cape that she was wearing around her managed to survive the flames, practically unsinged.
Hmm.
And you also find a small little black piece of cloth, seemingly like a handkerchief.
Does it have a monogram or anything noteworthy on it?
No, it is a plain piece of cloth.
Hmm.
So if anybody wants to do Arcana rolls, you can do so.
Goji is going to fish those boots out of her pack and set them next to the stuff we find in Affin's ashes, so that
Okay,
the rest of
but
the group has a chance at identifying
if you're gonna
them, too.
if you're gonna do Arcana rolls, Goji can only do 2 to try to identify the 2 new items you found.
I think she's just going to do 1 for the whole shebang, and if she fucks it up, which she will, that's not too bad. But yeah, I think Goji's counting on one of Futon or Vrisdan being able to identify the boots, because she's already failed at identifying them.
Okay. Futon, as you look at the items, you recognize that the boots that Goji just put down are, in fact, of magical quality. And I'm an idiot, and I closed the window for those boots earlier because of my panic.
Boots of speed.
Showing it off before. There you go.
Yeah.
You find out by your cursory glance that is actually the boots of speed. Goji, with your own roll, you look more towards the cape that is lying upon the ground. And with a 14, you manage to suss out that this cape mantle escaped the flames due to its inherent quality of being a
Ooh.
mantle of spell resistance.
Oh.
However, an 18 and a 14 is not enough to tell you anything about this piece of cloth that lies upon the ground outside of the fact that it is magical.
Okay. Vrisdan, what's this piece of cloth?
It's magical.
Okay.
As you all argue about what the hell this piece of cloth is, you also find a bag towards the corner of the platform, and within it you find 2,400 pieces of gold.
Easily divisible by 3. Okay. So that's 800 apiece? Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Sweet. Okay. Regarding these 2 goodies, unless somebody has a better idea, I'm thinking that Goji is more useful when she can get her club and get up close. So I'm thinking the boots of speed would be useful for her to be able to close distances quickly. Spend
How
less
much gold
time.
was it?
What's that?
300? How much? 300?
800.
800. I'm gonna shortchange myself.
Sorry, what were you asking?
Gold.
How much gold?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do agree though. Goji should have the boots.
Okay,
Especially since I've got
Yeah, makes
higher
sense to me.
speed.
yeah, I'll take the boots then, and the spell resistance one, I'll let you guys suss out who that makes the most sense for, because I'm not sure. I would think Futon maybe, but it could make sense for Vrisdan too.
I'm not gonna lie. The fact that you put away the boots after trying to figure it out is hilarious to me, considering that I put them there specifically for this fight.
Oh yeah, I was like, well, we got more. The wall was like, we got more interesting things to deal with. I'll deal with the boots later. That's pretty funny. Okay, so that's the boots. I then presume are something that I will just have to remember I can do in combat.
Well, you can always just
Like,
add in an action. Just add in an
Mhm.
action, and that way you have it in your action list saying, "Oh, I can use these
Oh,
boosts to increase
I
my
didn't
speed and all that."
realize I could do that. That is cool. Okay. So that wouldn't be one of my class things. It would be maybe just
I would just
a
put it
fighter
under
action
your
effect.
yeah.
Wow. That's so neat. Okay. Here I didn't even know that we could add to that list. I just assumed it was populated by
Fantasy Grounds.
the rules itself. Yeah, yeah. Cool.
So as you guys decide what you're gonna do with this mantle, and one of you adds in a magical piece of cloth into your inventory, you
Yeah.
look around the room, and you do still see that the wall of inscribed demonic runes are still there. They have not gone away, but whatever power that was being uh, used upon them by Affin, or whatever power was remaining before the image of a portal appeared, is not affecting them anymore. And as you look around, the wall, what was that for?
I was setting myself a DC to see if Goji would be smart enough to think of this as she was looking at the lettering on the walls, which was, do any of us have a writing utensil and some paper that we could try to copy down the we can't read it, but could we like trace out what my own self-imposed DC was a 13, so I passed.
Yeah, well, with that
I did
passing,
Goji did think of it.
You do recall that your companion Vrisdan is a self-appointed sage, as far as you know.
Yeah. Okay.
And that he carries writing utensils and items.
Not self-appointed. I spent years in the academies.
I don't recall you
No.
presenting any kind of certification to go.
You didn't give your dissertation? Did I know that there was a session way back where Vrisdan poured out a bottle of ink, though, to capture some water from that weird stream?
Indeed.
Do you have other ink?
Let's see.
Because it would suck if that's why you don't have any ink.
Yeah, sure don't.
Oh my god,
Well,
no!
Well, considering you've
Goji
got
offers her hand.
three
Like,
bodies
just
of
slit my
blood.
hand open and draw it in blood. Oh, okay.
I mean, it's not like you can take the blood of the enemy you just killed.
Yeah, we do have
Wouldn't have saved
ashes,
us, yeah.
though. Could we draw it in her ashes? Because that would be fucking badass. If we used her ashes
If you want to
transcribe.
you can.
Oh my gosh.
I have water that we can.
Oh
mix
my
with the ink to make
gosh.
a really rudimentary ink.
I am
There
so
you
into
go.
this. Goji is so happy. She is like any opportunity she can to use Affin's entire presence, entire existence against her, just gives her so much pleasure. That's yeah. Okay. Unless somebody else wants it, Goji's gonna stash that magical handkerchief into her inventory, and we can try to identify it later. And then the
That
mantle of spell
is-
resistance, you guys figure out what you want to do with that.
You can add it in with like practically 0 weight.
Okay. I'm going to call it Unknown
Um,
Magical Handkerchief.
As you all look around and decide on the distribution of loot, you also do notice that along the wall towards the left side of the cavern, there's a very slim walkway that is not clearly evident on the map. Presumably, the means of Afin to escape this platform should she need to past the effect of the traps that were set off
Yeah.
if she ever needed to.
Does that
And
pathway
that this-
go... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And that this pathway leads back towards where you first entered. And
Okay.
you don't know how you first missed it. Possibly because your perception roll was so low.
Out of character, of course. Goji's like, I bet I didn't see that because I rolled for shit on perception.
Right?
Who wants to make an argument for the mantle of spell resistance? Just so I can, because I'm keeping the window open until we figure out who's taking it.
You can have it, Futon.
Okay, thanks.
Does Futon already wear a cloak? I forget. I want to say
Oh,
we
yeah,
got a
but-
cloak before and Futon's already got one.
Oh yeah, that cloak of displacement.
Yeah.
Oh. Give me that shit.
Yeah, you can have it. I don't need 2 cloaks.
Yeah.
Although
Which one are you keeping?
It would be pretty cool if you could
Displacement,
just
and I'll
stack
take the
cloaks
spell
on top
resistance?
of each other.
Oh, it's up to you which one you want then, I guess.
Technically, as
No,
long
you
as your
found the
neck is
displacement
tall enough,
first.
you could just keep stacking cloaks around yourself. Just like you could wear
I mean, it's
5
not,
rings
it's not
per
like he's
hand.
got. It's not like Futon's got a marked neck at the moment.
Oh, true.
True.
Okay, well then I'm going to close the mantle window so I don't have to think about it.
I suspect as a monk, you're going to get hit a lot more than I will, so I say you keep displacement and I'll keep the spell resist one, yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Goji is still enamored of that doorway she can see at the bottom of the chasm, and she's looking over the edge to see if there's any way that we could safely descend without injuring ourselves.
You do not see any kind of evident means of going down without some kind of assistance.
Rope, let's say?
If you have a long enough rope of its suitable strength, maybe.
I have.
Although, as you look around on the platform, all you can see to tie off that rope are boxes.
There's
So
nothing
you
to
are
mount
not
it
quite
to.
aware of how secure that rope would be attached to.
It would be 50 feet of rope. Do I feel like the floor is more than 50 feet below us?
You gauge the distance, and you feel that the rope would be sufficiently down to where if you dropped off the rope, it would not injure you.
Okay, but there
I
probably
got
would be
rope too
no...
if you want to time your gun.
Oh, okay. From the 50-foot rope distance, there would be no coming back up, though. We would have to
No.
tie together to be able to climb back up.
Yes.
Okay. Goji's going to mention to the party that, she can see this doorway down there and ask them if they're interested in it. I mean, she's curious, but only like a cat is curious. She's not going to, risk our health or safety if Vrisdan and Futon don't give a shit.
Yeah, Futon's health is looking kind of halvesy.
Yeah. What do you guys think? You want to try?
Did you roll for your short rest health, Futon?
Yeah.
He did. He recovered. Yeah.
Oof, youch.
I was almost
You
dead
fucked
before
up?
that.
He was
Are
pretty
you-
thoroughly
Yeah, you know what?
fucked
That's
up.
true. You were. That is true.
Yeah, you guys would have taken a lot of damage if she
Futon
kept
took a
going.
punch. Honestly, Goji only escaped unscathed because she was knocked on her ass.
I say if you're interested, Goji, let's go check it out.
All right, then. Assuming that Vrisdan volunteers his rope, Goji and Vrisdan are tying their ropes together, encouraging the fan ship, and then
Vrisdan sees Goji looking over the edge and walks over to her and takes both of her hands in his and says, Goji, let's tie the knot. And he pulls out all his rope. You got it, right?
Um,
I don't really want to do it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can tie a pretty decent square knot.
let me see here. Let me see here.
That was pretty good, Max. I like that.
Thank you.
Give me a sleight of hand to see how well you can secure this rope to these boxes.
God, why does it have to be
And
my
how
sleight of
secure
hand?
Wait, you're going to
be.
try and tie it to boxes?
No. I was
Totally.
just,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to tie the ropes together for now. What I'm thinking is I'm looking at, and you can tell me if the map doesn't reflect reality, but I'm kind of looking at the state of the platform that we're on, and I'm wondering if there isn't a gap between boards here where if I tied one end of the rope to my club and then kind of snuck my club between a gap in two of the boards and then pulled back on the rope, if the club wouldn't act as a you see what I'm trying to do here?
Yeah, you want to use it as an anchor.
As an anchor, yeah, almost like a grappling hook end. And then if that would hold, we could descend the rope and we don't have to rely on, we don't have to be like, hey, Futon, try to support our weight while we descend this, and we're not relying on boxes that are clearly going to slide across the platform as we try to go down.
Okay, so you want to use your main
I'm
weapon.
sacrificing my club.
Unknown area.
Yep. I'm sacrificing my club, assuming that, if I climb back up this rope, I can, of course, get it back. Or maybe...
Yeah, I'll allow that. I'll allow that.
Would my crossbow serve the same purpose if I tied the rope in the middle of the crossbow?
No.
I've
You
got
have
a
a
really
crossbow?
big hammer and a bunch of bolts and daggers. We could try and nail it through the wooden floor here. Do you
Okay.
think that would be any better than what you're going for?
How much time do you think you would need to do that? I don't want to spend an hour rigging up some crazy shit.
DM, how long would it take me to nail a bolt through some wooden plank?
to set up our own climbing.
It would take you to be able to be certain that the rope would not be dislodged or that it could take your weight. It would take you about 10-15 minutes.
Oh,
Goji, it would take me about 10-15 minutes.
I feel like that's doable then. Yeah, that means I can keep both of my weapons. I think I prefer to do that. Assuming that the DM would tell us that this method would be considerably more stable than the box method, which I assume it would be.
Oh, it would be much more secure than the boxes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then yes, I think that's worth a 15-minute effort. And unless Vrisdan, Goji's going to offer Vrisdan help, but she's also distracted by those cute bats up in the top left corner.
No, Vrisdan will do it.
Okay. Goji's going to go spend some time looking at the bats.
Okay, so you go ahead and create your little secured rope way down, and after 15 minutes pass, Vrisdan lets you all know that it's good to go.
Oh boy!
And you can all climb down if you wish.
All right. Goji's willing to go first. She trusts Vrisdan's rope securing abilities.
All right.
I don't know, Futon, it's your call if you want to try to come down with us or if you'd rather hang out here and stand watch.
I don't think anything's going to happen up here anymore.
All right. Goji's the first one over at the side then. Hand over hand, she lowers herself down the rope.
You climb down the rope, and once you reach down to the bottom, you find that the ground is stable, no longer shifting or dropping, and you see the remnants of the camping set and the little study area, and you find that the area was rigged to drop previously, as you can find evidence of other unexplained burned rope and explosive dust. And as you look around, you see that this little area is completely closed off outside of this little entrance that you spotted.
Mm-hmm.
And it leads into darkness. And as you look to the ground of the entrance, you see that it's very slightly slopes upward.
Okay. And with our dark vision, we can see adequately. Futon would maybe need a torch, though.
I've got that
Futon does
belt.
not need it. Yeah,
Oh,
he has that belt of dwarven
I
kind.
forgot the belt. That's right. The beard is so distracting that I forgot everything else the belt does. All right, then assuming that we don't, hear anything from that direction, Goji will march down the tunnel and see where it leads. March up the tunnel, I guess.
All right. Well, you do not hear anything, so you march on down up the tunnel, and as you march, you feel that the incline begins to curb to the left as you proceed, and at a very steady pace goes upward. And I do not know if you wish to like keep following it or until you
Yeah.
meet some kind of cavern or just go a certain
Ah,
depth.
man, let's keep going. Assuming that we don't encounter any intersections,
Mhm.
Goji's gonna keep on going.
Okay. You keep following this tunnel and eventually you reach this uh bigger uh section of the tunnel where it seems that it just splits off into multiple different directions with these little side tunnels. And you do see that one of them continues to go upward, and using your prior experience of travels in the Underdark, you start to assume that this possibly leads back upward towards the main route that the Durgar use as their trade route.
Oh, okay. All right.
And
How far would you say we've traveled since we got down to the ground below the platform?
it's been about 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. Well, now that we've deduced where this tunnel leads, I think Goji's fine with heading back. Her imagination was running a little bit wild, and she thought, "Ooh, secret treasure room." But since it's clearly not leading us to a secret treasure room, she's fine with going back and climbing back up into the fort, because she feels like there's probably some more motherfuckers that need a head bashing.
Okay. So do you want to like take an actual break and rest considering you're not being pursued before you go back?
That's the party's call. I don't. I mean, it's up to. Honestly, I don't even know that we should necessarily go back if Vrisdan and Futon have different feelings. I'm just saying what Goji's thinking.
Don't know. It depends what we're risking facing.
Well, we know that there's the incubus and the weird demon things, the dog things, and then we know that we have allies in the Troldrith and the Chitin, or whatever they're called. It's just a question of. Oh, sorry, quick digression. Did we actually copy down the runes on the wall?
Yes, Max.
Okay,
I didn't
Vristan,
tell Max
Vristan
to
got
do
him.
so, but Max can put into his inventory demonic rune scribbling on wall or something like that.
Okay. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you guys are feeling, but uh, I guess maybe this is a conversation we should have had when we were on the platform, but what are our next steps? Should we find Alaric and show her, tell her we killed Affin, show her the runes, see if she can recommend a way for us to decipher them, or should we, what other alternatives would we have, I guess? This is all out of character, but I think the characters themselves should discuss this.
I don't know.
I think I kind of feel, and this is just Pem, but I kind of feel like we should go back and clear the fort, and then presumably by the time we've finished clearing it, we meet Alaric and her group would be on their way back, and we can rendezvous with them and tell them what we found, and then see what they recommend we do next.
Well, considering the time that it took you so far, they would be about halfway back to Grextel.
Oh, so they haven't even turned around and started heading back yet. I guess that makes
No,
sense. I was
you
kind
are
of
about
imagining in my
two.
head that we were spending more time doing this, but yeah, okay.
You're about like a day, 3/4 to 2 days away from Grextel, and they wanted to return so that they could recover before they continued their hunt.
Okay. Well, then I think that changes the calculus a little bit. I don't know that we give a shit about clearing the fort unless you guys do.
No,
I think we probably hit all the highlights, right?
Yep.
I think I'd survive it anyway.
Okay, then yeah, maybe sitting down here in the tunnel and taking a nice long rest is called for, and then we just keep going this way and see where we pop out of this tunnel, if we can judge where we are relative to Grukelstag and any other Underdark landmarks we would be able to place ourselves with. Triangulation, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. All right. Then we'll go ahead and mark you guys for a long rest. And while that's happening, Futon, give me either a d20 or percentile roll, with the lower half numbers being you pass. If you don't pass, you got a better beard.
Oh,
You've got a better beard.
crazier beard.
Let me.
Honestly, a crazy ass beard like that could be an impediment to a monk. It could get in the way of your unarmed attacks. You could accidentally get your arm caught in your beard and shit.
If Futon chose to roleplay like that,
He does. It does look very handsome, though. I'll admit that much.
As you awaken, well, I assume one of you. Oh no! You
The
have
rats.
your little
Our
rat
rat
thing.
friends.
So as you awaken, you find, as you look to each other, that not only are two of you marked, one of you has spontaneously grown even more hair, if that was possible, in one night.
I think that Goji probably can't stifle a laugh.
Okay. You guys all take what breakfast you can from the rations you carry with you and begin to prepare to set off once more. And you travel down the pathway in the cavern that leads upward once more, and you follow it. And after about 3 hours or so, you finally get out into this much larger tunnel. Very similar in formation and hue as the previous main one that you were traveling down. And as you look to the ground, you do see that there are very evident marks of constant travel of boots and the trod of the deep the deep growth, and the marks of the wagons that they would drag behind them. And can I go ahead and have you guys give me a survival roll?
You sure can. I have proficiency in survival. Hell yeah.
Okay. With those, Futon, you can tell that you are once again on the exact same trade route that you were on previously. Goji, you are more accurate in your determination that you have, in your winding path, exited in a more westerly direction than you were previously.
Okay, and if I remember correctly, westerly is the direction we would go to get to the labyrinth and the possible route to the surface, yes?
Correct.
And you'll have to remind me, who was the person that we were recommended? If we were going to go to the surface, there was a name that we were told we needed to liaise with, and I cannot remember that person's name. Not that it's important in this moment. I'm just.
Grobeg Herlinga recommended that you
That's
seek
right.
out his father, Gerlund Herlinga, who is leading their Herlinga clan in the aid of the battle hammers.
Okay. Oh, this is something that I thought of during our short break that I wanted to mention when we were on the platform, but I didn't think about it. In the course of the short rest and going through Affin's ashes and looking over the edge of the platform, Goji would have asked Vrisdan if he recognized the hooded figure we saw through the wall of the cavern. Given that not that Vrisdan gave anything away, but given that it's all drow and drow and lulf and drow, she would have asked Vrisdan if he was familiar with that figure at all.
Not all drow know each other, right?
No,
Racist.
I am racist AF.
Do I recognize that person?
No, you do not. Outside of
I
your
didn't think
first
so.
viewing of them, no. You do, due to your knowledge of Loth and what you rolled before the fight, you are aware that whatever entity this is has no connection with Loth.
Oh. Okay.
This is Vrisdan.
Yeah, no. I'm taking in the information as a out of character thing. I'm assimilating it into the story as we know it so far. That's all. Okay. Got it.
Pam added another pin to the corkboard.
That's right. Yeah. Which I will forget by the next time we play, but yeah.
Good thing we've got this recorded.
That's right. Honestly, yeah, I not this is just a quick digression, but I don't know how I would be able to do this if I didn't have the recordings to refer back to, like a regular tabletop session in somebody's house. Like if we were all, within a couple miles of each other and all played in, my house or something, I would not remember shit from when we started this thing. I don't know how people do it.
To be fair, that's one of the reasons why about a month ago I dropped those hints, because it's been a while and they were like kind of like hazy, purposely given clues, and that's partially why I made those statements in Discord.
Yeah, it's good, it's helpful. I'm just wondering how old school real life tabletop players actually manage to keep all this stuff in their heads.
They take
extensive
a lot
notes,
of
I guess. Yeah. Okay, so what does the group want to accomplish next? What are we doing next?
Okay, well, with your survival roll, Goji, you do know that you are in a more westerly position than where you first entered the fortification, and you do not believe that you have traveled far enough west to encounter this entrance to the labyrinth that Grobeg mentioned to you. And you also know that eastward, about 2.5 days now, is where Rookstoch would be.
2.5 days. Okay. That sounds like a really long time, but maybe in all of our adventuring in the Underdark, that's probably a pretty standard distance, right?
It's been since you first started being active in the Underdark. It's been maybe at the most 3 weeks.
Okay. So from the time the purple worm threw us under the floor, we spent about 3 weeks in the Underdark, and we're talking about a 2.5-day trip back to Gracklstug versus an unknown length of time to go further west to the labyrinth.
Well, Grobeg did tell you that about 2 days outside of Gracklstug, maybe 3, is where the entrance is. It's just a bit past the normal patrol routes of the
So
Durgars.
relatively close
Durgar
to where we
guards.
are then. Half a day or less.
Correct. Yes.
I think Goji wants to check out the labyrinth. What do you guys think? Anything that we need
Let's
to... Do we need to get more shit? I mean, I've got like a few things I could sell, but I don't have anything I need to get, I think.
I mean, you guys
No,
do have
Vristan's
plenty
doing
of
fine.
potions.
Yeah.
The only thing you really are lacking is some means to identify that cloth that you have.
Yeah, the cloth and the writings. Those are the two things that we would be seeking out an expert for. I vote westward and try to find Herlinga's relative. And maybe we have some fun Futon interacting with dwarves moments. Especially given that he's increasingly looking like a dwarf.
Here.
All right.
Okay.
It's unanimous then.
Okay. So, choosing your course, you decide to continue westward, and as you continue, after a time of about 1 to 2 hours, you finally come across this one passageway similar to the one that was described to you by Grobeg as potentially where you were looking. And after getting yourselves ready for whatever potential traps, monsters, situations this labyrinth has for you, you gird yourselves and proceed down the tunnel. And eventually, you travel down this tunnel for about half an hour, and you exit out into this very prominent looking entrance of different hued stone, uh, more like sandstone, with columns climbing up ahead of you towards the ceiling. And as you enter this main room, lights occur to light up around you, and you look out into this main entranceway to what looks like passages. And let me go ahead and do this. Man, Futon, you look amazing.
He's gonna join ZZ Top before this is all over. Every girl's crazy about a short dressed man. Oh my god. I love this map. This is beautiful.
You guys are unlocked, so you can move around while I continue setting up. Don't go past the second antechamber ahead of you.
Okay. Dude, I love this. This is so cool. I don't know, just the line of sight with the columns.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple, but it's kind of awesome.
Makes them look sort of 3D.
Yeah.
Makes the effort of putting all those walls in worth it then.
Yeah, man, I can't imagine. Uh-oh. Minotaurs. Oh, it's a labyrinth. Right. Yeah, okay.
As you come to that realization, you do recall that Grobeg did tell you that there is some kind of demon of a likeness to minotaurs within this labyrinth that chased him out.
I'm glad that I'm playing a dumb character because my out-of-character lack of knowledge of anything fits every time that I can't like I put two and two together after hours and hours of not realizing what the fuck is happening. I didn't know Minotaurs had burial rites. There's like sarcophagi and...
Might not be there dead.
Well, somebody's carving sarcophagi that look like Minotaurs. Ooh, I found their kitchen. We found their kitchen.
Looks more like books to me.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Just to eat paper.
Yep, I think you're right. Unless they eat paper. Smart ass. That's pretty funny. I mean, I'm just gonna change perspective on these columns for a little bit because that looks really cool.
I like that if you really press up against the column, the entire other half of it goes invisible, like
Yeah.
you're hiding.
Mm.
Like, oh, there's Futon? No Futon.
No, anybody. I can't see anything. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I could still see you.
Hello.
If you get right up to them at the, like, you know, the exactly westward or eastward point, it blocks out 95% of the space. Oh, only some of them, though. That one.
Okay.
Okay.
So, like I said, you guys can proceed into the next antechamber if you choose.
Yep.
As you look around, you do see the coffins and the small preparation rooms and other kind of knickknacks, and you do notice that the evidence is that whatever or whoever lived here is long gone, no longer actually residing within this area.
Any traps within visible range?
You take a look around, but you do not see any evident traps.
Okay. What do you guys think? Keep pushing?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, before you go, in,
Well, okay.
roll me initiative.
Oh.
You two can move up to where Goji is if you choose to.
Vrisdan, what the
Falling
hell,
straight
man?
Bad rolls tonight.
Oh, no.
Okay, we are having a kind of like role play thing.
I just
You
realized
guys
that we're
can only
actually
move your
entering
movement
the
speed.
labyrinth now. All the line of sight shadows and everything. I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, oh crap, it's a labyrinth. Oh fuck, it's a labyrinth. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
So, Futon, you can make your movement if you choose to. It is your turn. And the little black squares are your 5 feet.
Got it.
Yeah.
Goji's gone tiny.
Oh,
I felt a little oversized,
35.
but
Like a dead end.
Okay. Goji, it is your turn.
okay. Out of character, and maybe we just don't know this. Is this like an environmental? 2, 3, 4, 5. Not that I'm advocating splitting up the group or anything, but I'm just thinking let's scout what we can scout while we're still close together before we figure out what direction we want to go. That's my move. Oh god. It's not Vrisdan's turn yet.
No, it is not.
Something's moving around out there. This is like aliens. 10 meters! That's within the fucking room, man!
Vrisdan, it is your turn.
One sec.
Take your time. Oh, before we go any further, can you guys give me your passive perceptions?
Passive perception?
16.
On your main cheat.
Oh, 13 for me. I don't like that. I'm gonna step in a goddamn
And-
bear trap, I know it.
11 for Futon. Goji, what do you do?
I go back because I want to stay with the group. Since we seem to be going this direction, I'll go here.
I believe that's your max movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here go, Vrisdan.
I was muted. Would we be able to sprint if we're doing battle mechanics?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Sprinting. If we're doing it like battle mechanics.
You want to sprint
Yeah.
in here?
You
As
can
a
sprint if you wish.
bonus.
Yep, you can sprint. You can, yeah.
Man.
Just running blindly.
Koji's like, tag, you're it! And then just fucking runs. Just bolts.
Vrisdan, you can move if you wish.
Yeah, no, sorry. Since we took a long rest, Vrisdan is re-preparing new spells.
Ah, my bad.
No, you're good. I'm just picking the last couple here. In fact, I am done. Okay. Vrisdan will kind of whisper to his two compatriots as he passes by them. Are we going down this hall?
As you stop there and ask that question, give me a straight up D20. Out of the corner of your eye, as you turn to your friends, you do notice that there is some kind of holes appearing from the wall directly ahead of you at the intersection. Many
appearing like
little
they're
holes.
showing up, or appearing like I just noticed them?
Like you just noticed them.
Okay.
In spite of the dust that is covering the holes, you can barely make them out.
All right, I'll point them out to my two friends here, and I'll put my finger up to my lips, like be quiet, and then I'll continue down a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. At the end of my move, I'll point to the holes again, and then I'm done.
Okay,
Done
once you
black.
reach that point, Futon, since your companion pointed it out to you, you do see the holes that were mentioned by Vrisdan. And as you look at them, you also see, due to that you can see a barely perceptible line crossing diagonally across the intersection. And it seems to be like some kind of tripwire.
Well, I'm glad you guys went first.
Okay. I don't think Vrisdan can see me anymore. So sort of go back and warn about the tripwire. Oh yeah, Vrisdan's like that. I can't see anything behind him.
It's because of the effects.
Okay, well, I'll tell Vrisdan about the tripwire. And then step over it.
Yeah, can you? Yeah,
I've forgotten the balls on.
there we go. You should be able to move on it now. So let's see
Back
here.
there, I think.
So you do nothing with the tripwire, right?
No, not. I'll just step over it. Don't trigger it.
Okay.
But I warn them. Hopefully, Vrisdan will warn Goji when he goes by. She goes by, I mean.
I think Goji probably heard you.
Okay.
Your turn, Goji.
Huh. I think I'm good right there.
I heard a lot of hesitation there.
I don't trust Goji to be the one to detect anything if she's in front. So,
Vrisdan, it is your turn.
in character, Goji just wants to get the fuck through this thing as fast as possible, but out of character, I feel like there might be some really cool treasure rooms hidden around here.
Maybe. You would have to explore.
I know, I don't, in character, I don't want to do that.
Well, if they're here, I will find them. Vrisdan says, and he casts Enhanced Ability on himself.
Ooh.
Using Owl's Wisdom, the target has advantage on Wisdom checks.
Sweet.
That works.
Aren't y'all glad I took a minute to prepare my spells for the day?
Yeah.
Then he will... Oh, is this where we're going?
Scooting aside, letting him through.
15. I can't move myself because I'm under you.
Ah!
25, there we go. 30. And I'll do another look around if I see... Or actually, no. I want to pause as I get in front of everybody and listen. If there's any, echoing sounds that would make me think that's not just, a falling rock or dropping water, that there's someone else here. Regular sounding footsteps or whispered talking, that kind of thing.
Okay. You do hear in the far distance. You cannot tell exactly where, but you do hear something that sounds mechanical in nature.
I will share that with the other two yet again. That's my turn.
Okay.
I don't think we all three share a language, right? Goji and I know
We-
Orcish.
We all share
Futon, you and I
common.
know
That
Elven.
is it.
Other than common, but I don't want to talk a language everyone knows sometimes. I want to keep things
Yeah.
secret.
Oh yeah, that's true. We don't
mean,
all have one in common.
If you chose to, you could always spend some roleplay time trying to teach each other.
Vrisdan is not learning another language. He knows the 3 best languages on Earth. Why would he add more?
On or under.
Oh, there's 3 different ways.
Mm.
Oh,
Should we each move 30, 15 feet down one direction and then come back and decide?
yeah, there might be most likely a dead end, so I'm gonna go down this end. I think it was. Oh, there is even more. I think we're out of movement now.
This way is a dead end. And that's as far as I can go.
Goji, as you wait to see where Vrisdan goes, on the other side of the wall, to your left, as you are looking down the map, you hear movement, very heavy footsteps.
Okay, I'm going to whisper to Vrisdan and Futon that I hear very heavy footsteps. Would I say they're coming our way?
You do not know which direction they are going.
Okay, can't tell where. I just hear them.
Vrisdan, it is your
Alright.
turn.
I'll move here, and with my heightened hearing and perception, can I tell their directionality?
It seems they are coming in your direction.
Okay.
You step out into this much larger room, exiting the passageways, and you see many directions being split off from this main hub, it seems like, of this labyrinth.
It sure does seem like that.
Futon, where do you go?
I'll carry on this way.
Oh, I'm loving this right now.
Oh no. I don't like the sound of
You
that.
guys are stuck in a labyrinth and you've already split the party.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me think. Shit. Okay, Goji's going to use one of her crossbow bolts. She's going to put it on the ground with the projectile direction in the direction that Vrisdan has already gone. She's leaving that as a marker for Futon when he comes back so he doesn't lose his way. She thought for a second, I need to stand here and wait, until Futon comes back so he knows what direction we're going. But she decided she'd leave a bolt there. So hang on one second. Let me... Oh, sorry. I'm trying to do a thing here. That's my crossbow bolt.
Okay.
And then she went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is her turn.
Vrisdan, you do hear further movement from where you first heard it, and it seems to be walking away from your direct location.
My direct location, like, due south of me, this way?
It seems to be marching eastward.
Okay.
It is your turn.
It is. Instead of really like moving any particular way, Vrisdan's just going to take a turn as Futon possibly catches up to check this room for any sort of secrets.
You look around and examine the walls, and you do not see anything evident that would be like a hiding spot for anything.
Cool.
Where do you go now, Futon?
So sneezing. To be honest.
It's all this dust.
As you step there, give me an investigation roll.
What? How did it work? That was good.
Ugh.
I don't know what I did. I rolled it across the screen so it didn't count. But it was a 2. So I got one more better than this actual roll.
Yeah.
Okay, you proceed down the passageway, and as you walk, you feel movement under your feet as the floor depresses more than you expected.
What the fuck?
Let's see here.
I'm imagining Futon getting scared and being like, "It's a good thing my companions are right behind me," and then he turns around and we're not there.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Futon, after that depression under your feet, you immediately hear above you the ceiling of this passageway drop, and instinctively you jump backwards and manage to avoid this large piece of rock that slams down upon the spot you were standing, and it manages to slam against the wall on its progression downward to cave in part of the wall of the passageway, and you can see that you cannot proceed any further inward without attempting to move this rock and the crumbled wall. So if you had any movement before here, you can use it if you wish.
I guess I'll be going back then.
Actually, did you even have any movement left?
At that point, I'd like one or two, I think.
Let's just say you're stopped there then.
Okay, that's fine.
So,
Okay.
good job. You triggered the trap, but you managed to avoid it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Goji definitely wants to keep somebody else within line of sight. She does not want to be alone down here. That's my turn. Oh! I could click my heels and double my movement. Do you mind if I do that?
I mean, you can,
Okay.
but again, do you want to
Yeah.
have sprint speed
So,
down here?
Yeah, no, I am. I'm gonna say, I click my heels. I can double my. So let's see. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm working my way back. Okay, that's my turn. I'm
Okay.
heading back to that main room.
Futon. As you look past the trap that you managed to avoid, you do happen to see this silhouette enter the passageway that you were just in. And over the boulder, you do see this massive minotaur-looking creature enter. It turns and looks at you, and seeing that his passageway is obstructed, returns back into the passage it has just exited.
Which way was that? The east or west?
It went westward from where you're looking.
Okay.
Vrisdan, it is your turn.
Sorry, whenever it sets my turn, it tries to center my pip, but that puts it under where my character sheet is.
As you enter this part of the passageway, you do see at the end of the passageway, there is what surprisingly is a treasure chest.
Well, I'm out of movement, so I guess I'll dash to it, and then that's where I'll be done with my turn.
At the end of your dash, as you look down at the chest, you do see that there's something off with the lock of the treasure chest. It seems a little off.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Futon, it is your turn.
I might dash actually.
So if I clicked my heels and dashed in the same turn, what would my total movement be?
Well, you currently have 60 speed for 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And then, then if you did dash, you would double that.
120. Okay. Then I am going to dash because I'm going to try to get in the same place that Vrisdan is. So 120 would be...
Sure, but how do you know which passage you went down?
20, I don't know. 25, 30, 35,
Just start going down.
40. Oh, I found him.
Wow,
Found
that's
one of the
convenient.
45, 50, 55, 60. I don't even need to dash. I'm just going to walk up behind. Yeah, 60. I'll just be at 60.
Don't open it. It's a trap. I assume.
Yeah. I'm just here. I'm vibing.
Welcome to the vibe zone.
Yeah.
We're all cool here.
Oh, well, it's too late. I should have left another crossbow bolt in case Futon
Man.
gets back. But I assume that he would be
10
like within earshot if he got to that big room.
10 different options and somehow chose the right one,
Mm.
Pim's just fucking smart like that.
Mhm.
right?
I knew where you were when I left the room, and I assumed, oh, he went one of two ways, and I just happened to pick the right way.
Vrisdan, you do hear movement on the wall eastward of you. That you do hear movement coming towards you. Big, heavy steps.
Mm.
All right. I'm gonna
Vrisdan.
say, ready yourself.
Ready.
Goji.
Switch into the
Okay.
crossbow
And then
just
I
in case.
will start peeking at this chest and see if I can figure out what's suspicious about it.
Give me a perception roll with advantage with your wisdom.
Mm.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
You look around and you do see that there seems to be a trap door on the ceiling right above the chest. Possibly in connection with whatever trap is connected to the lock of the chest.
Hmm.
All right. Warhammer and shield up. Vrisdan's gonna take a look back to Goji and is gonna try
Mhm.
and activate this
Ready.
trap door.
Okay. You poke at the ceiling with the very tip of your weapon, and you manage to dislodge it. Are you right underneath it, or like?
No, I
Off.
would have. If it's right where this bottom space is, I would have backed up to Goji. That's. I
Okay.
was gonna ask that, but I wanted to wait for you.
Okay. You poke it, and it opens, and as soon as it opens, multiple blades are released from the trapdoor area downward and stop about a foot above the chest itself, which is about the size of up to your up to your knees. And after a few seconds, the blades begin to withdraw back upward.
Okay. Not what I was expecting. Done. I assume that was
Oh,
like an
you don't-
action to do all that, yeah.
You don't want to check out the chest?
Oh, I figured doing all that wasn't an action, but yeah, sure. I'll take a look inside of it.
Okay. As you
Okay.
look inside, you do see that has a small little bag, and within it you find 300 gold, as well as a small ring off to the side, buried underneath a bunch of cloth. And as you pick up the ring, you feel some kind of energy within it. And if you
Alright,
choose to,
very
you
cool.
can give me an Arcana roll to see if you can figure it out.
Sure, why not?
All right, and you take a closer look at this ring, and you compare it to your time spent studying magical items, and you determine that it is a ring of protection.
I'll put it on.
I see you moved, Futon. It is your turn, Goji.
Okay. Seeing Vrisdan successfully dodge the trap and empty the chest, she's going to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She just wanted to get a look down that corridor, and she's going to come back to the room, so hopefully now that Futon's here, we can all consult and decide what we want to try to do next. She says to Futon, "Hey, you saw my crossbow bolt."
Vrisdan, you do hear the previous movement continue southward past you and move more eastward once more.
Okay.
It is your turn.
Wow. Alrighty. Where are we going? Vrisdan says to the other two.
I'm feeling like southward? Eastward was a
Alright.
dud, yeah?
Yeah. About. Got a cool ring out of it.
Yeah. I mean, we could go, northwest, but we're hearing marching sounds from southeast. I feel like southward is the way to go, maybe.
I'm gonna warn the others that I saw a Minotaur.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take the dash action and start moving south then.
As you enter this passageway,
Hmm?
with the enhanced hearing that you have, you do hear the mechanical noises that you could hear in the distance being closer towards the southerly direction from where you currently are.
Okay.
Guessing you went down that way.
I can tell
Tana,
you
when
that
it's my turn, I hear like the magic bell goes off to let me know. Do you hear that every time we pass a turn? I haven't been saying it's the end of my turn every time because I assumed that you did, but if not, I would like
Me?
to, let me know.
Yeah.
No,
I hear it.
Tanom, not you.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh no, I keep track of it. I just watch,
Okay.
and then I
I
say
will
something when I
endeavor
notice
to
you
let
guys
you
don't
know.
react. When I notice you guys don't react, I'm like, it's
I'm
your
gonna go
turn.
that way.
Yeah. No, I don't react because I'm taking a minute to determine my activities.
No, yeah, it's just
it's dead end.
Futon, as you enter the tunnel, you do notice that it is an open chest at the end of it. No, it's just that I assume possibly you guys turned off your noises. I know some.
I don't know how to
players
do
don't
that,
like
and I
them.
wouldn't if I did.
I think Goji would have mentioned, like, "Hey, Futon, we already checked that tunnel, that passage."
Yeah, you
Oh.
saw me come out of there.
Oh,
Um,
you can
you
reset
actually
your
My
were in the
movement
room,
if
character
you
you
want
sheet
to
was
go by
over the
that.
map. I didn't actually
Okay.
see my
Well,
character
then,
sheet
yeah.
was. Which way
I
are you
think
going?
Vrisdan
South?
went south. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
just
recount
go ahead
then.
and reset your movement.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
Goji, stop right there.
Yep.
Stop
As you
right
enter
there, criminal scum. Sorry.
As you enter that intersection right there, you do hear a very low humming mechanical noise to your east.
To the
And
east,
you
okay.
have not, yes, and you have not looked past the corner yet.
Correct.
Right.
Okay. Okay, that's my turn. As my
okay, hold on.
sorry. I was gonna say, as my companions approach my location. Oh God. I can see it.
As you turn around, as you turn around and go back towards the intersection, you do see this very large, kind of ballista-like thing at the end of the corridor where you're looking, and it seems to like slightly quaver as though it is in operation.
Okay, I will pass a quick description of what I'm seeing to Vrisdan and Futon. It's exactly what Mike just described. A ballista-looking object that's on wheels and seemingly is mechanically operating as we speak. I assume it wants to kill us.
Goji, as you are looking in that direction, you do see this silhouette of a large thing past the bolt-like, ballista-like thing further down the passageway, past onward, and it continues marching away.
Do I hear the same heavy footfall sounds, or this is something different?
It's too far from you to determine that with the addition of the mechanical hum that you hear.
I see.
Vrisdan, it is your turn.
Can I... Goji, what are you doing?
I was just checking out this passageway to the west to see if it led to a perhaps easily viewable dead end. It does not. It seems to continue on. But when I was coming back to join you guys, I encountered this thing. So I think
I'm up to date on that part.
Yeah. If we want to, I was going to come back and continue going south. And if we're going to do that, I think we're going to have to fight this thing.
Okay. Yes, that's what I wanted to know. If it's bashing time.
It's bashing time.
Cool.
And I have a suspicion there's something beyond it we'll have to fight too, but I can't place it or determine what it is.
There we go. Okay. Well, I mean, shit. It set itself up so nicely to be spiritual weapon, you know? How could I not? How could I not?
How could I not?
So I think I'll have to do that. I'm just going to set the spiritual weapon right down there in front of me.
As soon as it appears, it takes a reaction shot, and you see this large, massive crossbow bolt exit from the machine, and it speeds down the passageway and it impacts the wall on the other side of the intersection.
Oh, hell, fuck that.
Is there somebody operating
you also
it that we
hear,
can tell, or no?
As you look, you do not see anybody affect the sound of a reloading that you hear after that shot is made.
Futon, we got some shit down here.
It's a bonus action. I sure as hell don't want to get up near that now. And I can't really cast any spells to buff y'all because those are all concentration. I will hit it with a Sacred Flame. Why not? Oh, it has advantage. Okay. Then that is the end. Well, almost. Now it's the end of my turn. I step back into the hall. Futon, try and catch that one. That'll be fucking nuts if you do.
I will be impressed.
Go up to the thing. Oops.
Oh, shit.
It's over.
I mean, I know that's the monk's thing, but a critical hit with only 8 damage seems like a real injustice. Especially given that your next attack Oh no, never mind. I'm sorry. I mistook that.
That's it.
Okay. Assuming I
So
have.
now we've reached
Oh, sorry.
a conundrum here. You don't have enough room to go past both Futon and the machine if you want to go into melee range.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, that's all right. Let's see. What height is the ceiling?
It is a foot above your own head,
Oh shit.
considering
Okay.
you're the tallest one of the group.
I was thinking maybe I could vault.
I mean, it's shooting, not stabbing, right? So you could walk into
Mhm.
Futon and back up, and I doubt it would have a particularly scary opportunity attack against you, right?
Currently, it
Right?
does
What's the
not.
worst that could happen?
Currently, it does not, since it shot your spiritual weapon.
Yeah, there you go.
I think I can't imagine that piercing a crossbow bolt would do much damage to it. I really wanted to smash it. And I could not reach past Futon to smash it, could I?
No. Your weapon is a range of 5 feet.
Yeah. Even at this, even within melee range as Futon is. Oh no, never mind. That wouldn't work because his turn's over. I was thinking like, what if Goji like pushed him down so he was prone, and then stepped over him and smashed it? But no, that would be crazy too. Okay, I think from here I'll use my bonus action to switch to my crossbow and just try to do my best. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna back up one so that if Futon wants to get out of the way, he still can.
Oh, he
You can move through your
you.
teammate's space, yeah.
Oh, I just can't
But
move
you
through
you
the
you just can't
enemy.
get on his space
Yeah.
and attack from there.
Okay. I still think I'll hang back.
Oh, wait, why not?
Huh?
Tanom said you couldn't move. I don't. Well, I figured.
I mean, we can if you want.
I just can't move past
It's not my game.
the bolter, right?
Uh,
I would have to.
My
occupy
understanding
the
is that
same
you can
space.
move into you can move into teammate spaces. You can't move into enemy spaces, and you can't end your turn on a teammate's space.
So I could.
okay, then yeah,
You could
go
move
can.
in, hit, and then move out
One,
as well.
2.
Then yeah, you can do that.
Okay. And I would presumably take an opportunity attack from the bolter when I move backwards, unless I've disengaged.
No,
which...
it already used its opportunity.
Oh,
It's
okay.
already used its reaction attack when
All right.
Vrisdan uses sword.
Then I never did switch to my crossbow. I still have my club, and I attack thusly. That's 1. This is 2. That's a miss. And I cannot grab myself because Futon is blotting out the sun. Futon,
You
do you
could
mind?
use your directional keys.
Oh. No, that only moves the camera. It doesn't move.
I'll move.
Oh.
There you go.
Ah, there we go. I'll move. Yeah, I'll move there. I bet I don't want to be there. When this thing fires a bolt, I bet
Seems like a
Futon
bad
and I
idea.
both take damage from it.
Hold on.
You gonna catch it?
Depends on the damage.
23 total.
Okay, I won't be able to catch it, but I can reduce the damage. Sec. Plus 10 damage reduced.
Hmm.
Okay. Do you want to edit it yourself, or do I?
I'll do it.
Do I also take an attack from that bolt, or no?
No.
I would have, yeah. Also, the way it would have worked, I would have knocked it like sort of, I guess, against the wall,
Okay,
so it would have stopped.
got it. All right. Goji whispers to, not whispers, but calls to Vrisdan and is like, Futon's doing some crazy shit up here.
He's doing monk shit again.
Yeah, he's on. He's off his rocker. He's doing it again.
Vrisdan, with your heightened senses, you do hear that the footsteps are proceeding further away than your current location.
Okay. I'll let the team know. Y'all have some time.
Okay.
Nothing else is coming now. Something
Not
else might
right
come
now.
in soon.
Let's see here. Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
Boom. 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 Hold on.
Yeah, I'm still targeting.
Man. Boy, when it decides we're gonna miss, it
That's it.
really decides we're gonna miss. All right.
I will remind you, you're trying to beat up a metal machine ballista.
Yeah. Goji is going to move up here. She's going to shout. And she's going to attack with her club. And assuming we can get a hit this time, I'm going to try to remember that I'm going to do Thunderstruck and see if that would have an effect on this metal-ish machine. So it's 11 damage, and it's been a while since I've tried to do Thunderstruck, so let me remind myself. Nope, wrong thing. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, it can only stun creatures. Well, I don't know. Mike, you tell me. Lightning in the weapon resounds in the target's mind. It doesn't have a mind, does it?
Not that you can tell of.
Okay. Then I guess that doesn't do me any good. I might, though, on the second attack, try to use one of my superiority dice just to get some extra damage. Let's see if we can hit. Hell yeah. So I'll do a I don't think it matters, but a menacing attack, I guess. I can't trip it. Let's do that. Menacing attack. So I'll have to roll an extra d8 for damage. Oh no, wait, that's the critical. Here's the extra d8. Hang on. So that's 24 total damage. And...
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
What do I roll?
Oh, for the menacing attack? It's wisdom.
Yeah.
And I think it's a 14.
Okay. I will say, if I roll a critical fail, that will do something.
Okay. Yeah.
Nothing.
That's fine. I just wanted to get the extra damage. Kind of tempted to use action surge right now, but I'm thinking if we got something even bigger and badder out there waiting for us, I might save it. So
Yeah, I'm saving my good stuff.
I think I'll just move back. Oops. Back here and
Okay,
say
as you
that's...
move back,
Yep.
you
Oh, I forgot.
manage to avoid this reactionary bolt that crosses the room past Futon,
Whew.
and it slams into the wall opposite of where the ballista machine is.
Okay. Dodged a bullet, literally.
Ugh.
Uh-oh.
Goji,
Mm-hmm.
you take 14 fire damage from this explosive weapon, explosive bolt that was launched by this machine.
Okay.
And Futon, with that pass, you take 7 fire damage.
Okay. Do I have to do it?
Or I can.
That's fine. Easy, Master Tony.
Uh. Here you go.
Second verse, same as the first. Simple as, lads. I forgot to untarget.
Well done.
Clear target. Oh, beautiful. All done. Did I say that already? I think I did.
Yeah,
You did.
and it did the bow as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 2
Another
criticals in
8
this
coming
fight.
in hot, baby. I shouldn't have said anything.
You
I'm
just
sorry.
jinxed him, man.
Futon's on some shit, though.
Yeah, for real.
All right. Third verse, same as the first. Step forward. Okay. And I'm going to say, again, I'm going to use a superiority dice just to get the extra damage. I'll do another menacing attack, but I'm not expecting it to do anything. And we'll roll damage and an extra d8. Shit, hang on. So that's 13 damage. And then my second attack. No. And then we'll back up. And that'll be my turn. Uh-oh.
Oh, that was just the recharge thing.
Oh. Oh, shit. Poor Futon. Oh my god. Oh my god! Wow. Come on. Futon is super dead. Holy shit.
Do you want to try to do your key?
Oh, it's not a key, it's a reaction, but yeah.
2 criticals in a row?
Oh, sorry, wrong dice. 8. 11.
Okay, go ahead and edit your thing while I take you off prone and unconscious.
Man. Hey, buddy.
Hey. I heard you saying Futon got it real bad this round, huh?
Yeah, he's hurting.
Sorry. Anyways, good luck.
Oh, I'm angry
Ooh.
now.
He's angry with his 4 damage. You are
How do you-
pissed.
How do you kill it?
Just as much damage as I can in anger.
Killed it in anger.
You cave in the firing hole of the crossbow bolts, and it no longer can fire. So this machine can no longer be used in the future for this devious trap.
Oh, if I do that, will I be able to tempt it to fire one of the explosive bolts again?
Oh.
I don't know how you would be able to retrieve one from within it.
No, I don't want it. I want it to blow itself up.
Oh.
So it tries to fire, but obviously it can't. Sort of like a cartoon, you know, where you put their finger in the gun.
But I will say that you're gonna have to try to save yourself from taking the damage from that.
stick,
Yeah,
your,
that's fine.
stick your finger in the ballista.
No, I've damaged it so it can't shoot out, but you know,
Yeah.
it'll still try and shoot.
Yeah.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
What's the radius on this blast? Because I think I might need to get the fuck out of
you
here.
need to throw me one too.
Oh.
Goji, you managed to dive into the intersection away from the immediate blast radius as Futon takes your short sword. You take your short sword and you smack it in one of the slots where the receptacle of what you assume is the explosive rounds of crossbow bolts enters the firing mechanism, and you cause the machine to explode. And as it's destroyed, you also take.
You just Wile E. Coyote'd yourself, man. We're gonna turn the corner and there's gonna be a singed pile.
You take 14 more fire damage, knocking
God.
you unconscious.
Oh. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty awesome. It was insane, but I like it.
Okay. Assuming you guys help your companion
Back to his
find
feet.
yourselves looking at this exploded piece of wreckage and singed corridor.
Futon's falling on
And-
his face.
You each get 600 XP, and I guess you guys either have Vrisdan heal him up or use a potion on Futon to have him recover.
Oh,
You said 600, is that right?
Yes, you get 600 XP.
here is 7 health, Futon. I have given you 7 dear hit points. Spend them wisely.
Thank you.
If Futon doesn't have enough potions, Goji will gladly donate a couple of hers if you need them. Unless we want to, rest or something. But I've got 2 potions of greater
that's a good
healing
question.
and 4 potions of regular healing.
What do you guys want to do? Do you just want to go take a rest in the main chamber that you passed, or do you want to continue exploring?
I mean,
I'm
Futon's
thinking
gotta
this
be
may be a
thoroughly
good
fucked
time.
up, right? Like, this would be a good
Yeah,
time for a rest, I think.
a good time to decide on
He
what you want
might
to do
have
before
lost
we
his beard in that explosion.
call the session.
It might have been
It's
singed
rather
off.
singed.
Yeah.
Futon, give me either a D20 or a percentile roll to see what happened to your beard. Lower half is good. Your beard is now really shriveled and burnt, and you're back to where you were.
I'm healing.
Goji's like, bro, we could have found you a razor blade. You didn't have to blow up that thing.
Futon is currently at 45 he's currently at 7 HP, so he's taken 45 wounds out of his max 52.
Yeah, we need to probably
forgot.
rest.
4 normal healing and 2 greater healing.
So are you guys going to use potions, or are you going to take a rest?
I
I was
think,
letting him know what I've got.
I think a rest is probably a good
Gonna
idea.
walk it off.
Yeah, Vrisdan is +1 for team rest.
Mm-hmm.
Just a short
Okay.
rest, nothing crazy.
All right. Then yeah, I guess you guys are gonna go up north.
Mm-hmm. Big
Back to
room
the
seems
main
like
room.
the safest place.
As you all gather once more in the central main room and take your rest, you luxuriate in the fact that you managed to beat the clockwork oaken bolter,
Yeah.
and learn that all the traps within this labyrinth are beatable, if not avoidable. And as you take this hour to rest, you are aware through Vrisdan and Futon that there is something moving in here. And we'll find out what that is next time.
Okay. How did you do recovery, Adam? What are you actually selecting that you're doing that?
On main,
Uh-huh.
underneath where your health is, there should be recovery dice. I've just used all mine, so I can't get any more until next rest.
Oh, I see.
Just to make sure for next time, Vrisdan, you're with your companions, correct?
Sorry.
I'm back to full, baby.
Okay. I think that was an amazing session.
Yeah, that was great. Loved it.
Mhm.
Very fun.
Great boss fight, fun labyrinth. This has been a good one.